Hello, all my beautiful heroes. Welcome, welcome. We officially can't start the stream until Blecko is done, so we all wait for Blecko. He wants to be here. Welcome to Boggs, Seishi, Wax, Cecile, Insidious Koala, Blecko. Hello, hello. Gotta wait for the Blecko raid. Yes, yes. In the meantime, we can toy around with something new. I don't know if it showed up or not. But there's a Christmas tree. Is there a Christmas tree? There should be a Christmas tree. Like, over there somewhere. Oh, there it is. There is a Christmas tree. Oh, it's so big. That's a big Christmas tree. Interesting. Okay, well, you have the option to hide it if it's obnoxious, but there's a Christmas tree. And every time you cheer, you get an ornament on the tree. So there's different, like, levels. Like, I think it's 50 bits. Hold on, let me, I can read it. I can read it to you. The prices are 75 bits for a yellow ball, 100 for a red ball, 100 for an orange ball, 50 for a blue ball. I wanted a majority blue balls. I mean, why not? Hey, Volstro, welcome! We're talking about my Christmas tree. Look at how pretty. 50 for a blue ball, 200 for a kappa ball, 200 for a purple ball, 300 for a candy cane, 300 for bells, 300 for star, 500 for big star. And then, if we run out of space, we can make another tree. You did? Boggs says he put something on it. It didn't pop for me. Streamlabs did not catch that you had done anything. That's weird. It's not in my chat. Boggs broke the tree. The tree has broken Streamlabs. Everything is broken. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, that's not showing up on mine. Maybe I should refresh my chat. Boggs, thank you for the biddies. Thank you for the big star on our tree. Now we gotta fill in the rest of it. Let me refresh this.
I guess you're going
Blecko, welcome! Thank you for the raid! I don't actually have, like... Oh. What? This one? Oh, and then it says who did it. Oh, I see. Sorry, Boggs is teaching me how to use my tree. Blecko, welcome! Thank you for the raid. Are you ready? Are you ready for more 999? We're trying to learn how to use my Christmas tree. So Boggs says if you hover over the big star that he just put on there, it says who did it, and it says Merry Christmas. And then you can add a decoration. It didn't show up in my chat though, which makes me sad. So did it show up over here maybe? Oh, there it is. Okay, it didn't show up in the chat over there, but it showed up over here. Weird. Maybe I'm just gonna pull. Maybe it doesn't do it in pop-out chat. We're just gonna pull you guys over here like this. That way I can see the Christmas decorations pop up. Boggs, thank you for the biddies. Thank you for the big star. Blecko, thank you for the raid. Welcome. How was God of War? Are you done yet so I can watch your streams again? Look, oh my god, it looks like Ace is holding the Christmas tree. It looks like he is presenting it to you. You ready? I need to calm down after a 6-hour boss fight. Holy shit. Congratulations. Did you win, Blecko? Are you done? Are you done with it? Congratulations on winning if you did. Okay, we can go ahead and pause whatever the hell that song is doing. You love the Christmas tree! Oh, Seishi. Seishi, you are all about some Christmas, aren't you? Nope, you didn't? Oh, no. Oh, God. Blecko, my heart goes out to you. Boss fights that take forever are not fun. Okie dokie. Let me readjust this just a little bit so that I can... yeah, that was too much. Too much of an adjustment. Oh, I'll never be able to see it. Unless... maybe like that? Oh my god. I broke Twitch. Get off my finger. Get off me. Hold on. I'm fighting with Twitch. Oh, get there. There we go. That work? Oh, that's a little bit better. Okay. I just want to be able to see the tree. Is 999 the Herman Cain story? Who the hell is Herman Cain? I don't think so. You're doing optional bosses, so it might take long. Oh boy. There you go, Insidious Koala. That tells you all about decorating the tree. And if you hover over the tree, it tells you the prices for the individual ornaments too. Having tons of fun. Is that, I can't tell if that's sarcastic. There's 6 more bosses like this one, and then the rest of the story, but that's quicker. Oh Jesus. Well, best of luck to you, Blecko. I know you can do it, and then I will be able to watch your streams again, which will bring me much joy. So, let's see. The only other announcement I have is that I'm going to be doing a stream on Christmas Eve. Don't worry if you can't make it. I know a lot of people will probably be spending time with their families. But I'm just going to do like a little Christmas stream. And it'll be the same normal time as usual. It'll be 7 p.m. MST. Herman Cain was a presidential candidate. Oh, that makes sense. I don't pay attention to politics. 0. I don't think I even know who the vice president is. I literally don't pay attention. Anyway, so my Christmas stream will be Christmas Eve, so Monday, 7 p.m. MST. There won't be a stream on Tuesday or Wednesday because that will be my Christmas time. So, you're planning a few games to stream aside or right after that Pyre. Oh, yay! You did buy Pyre! I was going to ask you because I know that you were contemplating it in your Steam cart. My Steam cart is currently full of 10 games. What do I have in there? Let's check out, let's go on an adventure and look at my Steam cart, shall we? We're not gonna be able to keep that music in there, are we? Oh no, I lied, it's only 9. It's only 9. So I have The Gardens Between, Iris Fall, Grease, Never Alone, because somebody mentioned that it was like free with Xbox or whatever, but I don't have Xbox Gold, but it's only $3 on this sale, so. Rain World, Spiral Scouts, Graveyard Keeper, Kona, and Kingdom Classic, because those little poots, Luckless and Odd, have been making me want to try Kingdom. So, yeah, Kingdom's on that list. Waiting to scrounge up some money for the cards? Cards. Oh, do you buy, like, Steam cards? Do you, like, not put your credit card in there? Got you. I hope you get it, Blacko. It's such a good game. He ran on the platform of the 999 tax plan. Oh, I see. No, there's just evil corporations, experiments on children, that sort of thing. No politics, though. I'll show myself out. It's okay, Falstro. I just don't pay attention to politics because it hurts my soul, and it's gross, and I just don't care. Okay, so we know about our Christmas tree that Ace is holding very gingerly for you. So we finished introductions. We finished introductions. All the boys know all the other boys. And now we are going to continue on to the safe ending. And then once we do that, we can get the true ending. But we're gonna run through it in a way that gets you guys all the information that you need to know for all this to make sense. So as long as you're here for this stream, you will know 999 in completion. So, I mean, as long as you know all the people who are in it, and I hope you know all the characters by now. You'll be streaming Dead Cells on Sunday. Oh my goodness, Falster, I love Dead Cells. That is such a fun game. You're gonna have such a good time. I highly recommend turning on the streamer aspect of it because it is a blast. Maybe I'll play that for my Christmas stream. That's not very Christmassy, but it is a lot of fun. I don't have any like Christmassy games. I guess maybe we should do a poll for the Christmas. Poll for Christmas game. Because that will be my first stream after 999. And then after Christmas, we can start VLR. I think that sounds like a good plan. Okay.
Then what should we do?
We should talk it through.
Oh my god, enough! All we're doing is talking!
Twitch integration doesn't work on the GOG Linux version? Oh no! Appears to be the only version it doesn't work into. Oh shit. Oh, it's so much fun though. I would almost rally for you to buy it a second time. Is it on sale? Hold on. Am I friends with you on Steam? I will gift it to you. Oh, it's not on sale. Why is it on sale? Lame. Get in on the sale, dudes. Oh, no, it is on sale. I'm an idiot. Oh. Oh, he's gonna get in trouble. Am I friends with you? It was on sale on GOG. That's why I got it. I see. I don't remember if I bought it full price or if I got it on a sale. I must have gotten it on a sale after Boggs recommended it. That was Doggo. That was Barco. Where is James? Where's Boggs? Come here. Sit. Be quiet. Good boy. Stay there. Stay there until Boggs gets back. Stay. Good boy. Ah! Stay. He's not very good at stay. Fostro, am I friends with you on Steam? Friends. Add friend. I don't even know who my friends are. No, I don't think so. Add a friend. Don't worry about it, but I want to worry about it. I at least want to be friends with you. So, that's done. I just want you to be able to do the thing. Stay. Good boy. Bless Bark Boy. Do not bless him. Do not bless him unless he stays. He knows he's in trouble. I thought the dog was called Boggs too. No. His name is Max. He's being a good boy. He's staying. Okay, so you have to research if it actually works before spending more money on. Okay. Well, Foster, let me know because I'm more than willing to give it to you as a Christmas present. For the joy of your streams. Paladin, are you driving? Also, welcome to the stream. Don't text while you drive. I would wager don't even watch a stream while you drive. What are you doing? You did a good stay. You're just waiting for your until your washer is finished so I can load a second load of clothes, and then you're switching to mobile and going out for the biggest burger you can find to train my stomach for the Christmas feast. Oh my goodness. That sounds like a plan. I trained my stomach for the Christmas feast yesterday by eating like 8,000 pounds of sushi, so now I want a burger. You just ate breakfast. How could you possibly be hungry? All right, Boggs is back. We don't have to babysit Doggo, so now we can continue. I'm not gonna do novel mode for this, because we're gonna get every bit of information that we critically need just from this version. We aren't gonna get Junpei's like inner thoughts, but that's okay. So we're just gonna do this version while we blast through this and make sure that we grab all the information that we need. Audio, taking a quick stop. I see. Well, Paladin, drive safe. I hope you make it to whatever, I'm assuming, Christmas destination you're going to. Breakfast burger is a thing? Isn't that called like a McMuffin or English, not an English breakfast. English sandwich? I don't know. Disgusting. I demand novel. I did novel. We've done all of this with novel. You're lucky I'm not skipping it all. So.
Really sure you want to just sit around? We've only got 7.5 hours left. We already wasted an hour and a half of our 9 hours.
You're right.
Very well then. There's only one way. Sure
Oopsie.
not gonna be fun running around knowing we gotta jump when Zero says jump.
Oh, Otto, you take so
Well,
long.
it's stupid to just sit around here doing nothing.
Well, thanks to Snake's card, at least we have some idea of how this all works.
Santa! Yes.
Correct. And so long as we all follow the rules, we will most likely be all right.
Snake's back. Look,
But-
everybody, it's Snake. We haven't seen him in a year.
What?
Who's going to go in which door?
Oh yeah, that's right. We can't have any more than 5 people in one door.
Blacko, this
All
will get
8
us
of
the
us
critical
can't go in the
stuff,
same
and
door.
it'll help us go faster. And look, no hands.
Then it would seem we will have to split up.
Wait. I'm
Looks so
telling
much
you
better
now,
not
there is
splattered
no
on a
way in
wall.
hell
It's
that
true.
I'm going into door 5.
Oh, Lotus.
Come on now, don't be so...
Oopsie.
Hey, man.
Shit.
I just bought these shoes. If you think I'm getting some creepy dude's blood all over them, you got another thing coming.
What the hell, man?
You want the juicy bits.
Weren't you the one who kept saying we should get going?
We have to go through
So,
door 5.
doesn't
so.
mean I wanted to go into door 5.
Oh, God.
Fine.
Ace.
I'll go into door 5. I can't go in there alone, though. Anyone else willing to come with me?
I'll go.
What?
Don't worry. You'll be fine. We may part now, but I'm certain we'll meet again later.
How do you know that?
Because I do.
That's not an answer. If you're going, I'm going too. I'm going into door 5.
What am I going to do with you?
There's nothing you have to do. If I join you, the problem is solved, correct? 7 is 7, and if you add Clover's 4 and my 1, the digital root will be 5.
7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 14.
Snake maneuvers pretty well for a dude with a fake arm, just saying.
The digital root of 14. 1 plus 4 is 5.
Oh, it works perfectly. The 4 of us can go into door 5.
Wait,
Aw, I miss cheerful Clover.
what about the other 4? What's their digital root gonna be?
Lotus, Santa, our bracelet numbers are
All right,
8, 3,
we're doing some
6,
thinking.
and 8365.
4.
8 plus 3, the digital... It's 4. Add up our 4 bracelet numbers and the digital root is 4.
Then we can go into door 4.
Yeah. Huh. That worked out well.
So the team assignments will be like this. 7, Snake, Clover, and Ace. They would go through door 5. Lotus, Santa, June, and me will go through door 4.
Swapsies.
Are these really beyond door 5? Of course.
I want
Should
to
I-
go
or should I-
through
All right,
5.
then. It seems I'm going through door...
Where a
The door...
Which door?
Yeah, we want to get through 5.
Hey, wait. I want to go through door 5 too.
What? What are you saying, Jumpy? If you're going through that door, then I'm going with you.
No, you can't. I can't take you with me.
Why?
Well, you know what's in there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that?
Well,
Please, let me go into door 5.
Man, now we're right back where we started. You know that?
Oh yes, I should tell you guys, I officially decided that binge day will be the 29th, by the way. It might overlap Akko's streamiversary though, which is super unfortunate, but it was the day that most people voted for, so sorry Akko. I wanted to be at your streamiversary too. So,
Junpei's
Guess I'll have to catch
bracelet
the
is number
fog.
5, right? If we are going to add Junpei, then we must subtract 5 from the rest of us. Ace.
hey Violet,
Please.
welcome!
Oh,
How are
all
you?
right. That's fine.
don't go away.
You need to listen to me, Clover. Go to door 4 with the others.
No.
Don't be so...
Why?
You'll be fine. Just relax.
Aw. I forgot how good of a big brother
What did
Snake
you tell
is.
her?
Okay. I understand.
I mean, you're the streamer, maybe you could choose the second most chosen day if it was close. I don't remember if it was close. I'll have to look again. I think the second most day was the 28th, like the day before. I guess I have a glass of wine and relaxing. That sounds nice. Welcome to the relaxation murder stream. He's traveling today, so we won't tell him, Akko, or maybe we will. I already like straight up told Akko in his streamiversary chat. I was trying to give him some ideas for what he could do. And I was like, oh no, Akko, if you do it on the 29th, like that might be when the stream is for me.
Let's make sure we've got this straight. Those going to door 5 are me, 7, and Snake.
Maybe I will do it on the 28th because I do want to see Akko's streamiversary.
7 plus 2 plus 5 equals 14. And the digital root of 14, 1 plus 4, is 5. And those going to door 4 are...
We could even for those of you who haven't voted, let me find the poll real quick. Oh, it is close. Oh, the 28th is even, maybe it's on top. It might be winning. I mean, they're even, but I don't know why they put it on top. If you haven't voted, go ahead and break that tie. Because I don't like decisions.
Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and Clover. 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4 is 22. And the digital root of 22 is 2 plus 2. We're okay with this.
No problems here.
Yes. Let's do it.
Let's
All
do
right, then.
it. Here we go.
The lever's all that. Okay. All right.
Okay, we pull the lever.
We will.
June and I
And it's
stare at each other for a second because we
Oh.
love each other.
That's messed up.
Dude's all over the
That-
wall.
That was the 9th man. Oh.
How can you?
Well, do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
If we vote the 22nd, will you switch from this stream to the next when you're finished? Can we vote for today? Oh my god, all of you are evil.
Sorry.
I don't know how much we have. Like, I don't know how long this 999 is gonna take, but if I have to do this and then 6 hours of Subnautica, because Subnautica's still winning, I might die.
Let's go.
Damn it! The countdown started!
Race it, go.
Shit, the door.
There's no.
Alright, they panic.
Hey, where?
How the stay?
Okay.
They panic,
Oh,
they
found it.
find it, they do the thing. Yeah, I finished all the bad endings. I got the knife, I got the axe, I got the sub, and I got the coffin ending. That one was accidental.
Well, it looks like it stopped.
Goddamn thing's gonna give me a heart attack.
Oh, that's right, guys. For those of you wondering who the killer was in the knife ending, Blecko reminded me that it was Ace. So there you go. He's the one that stands to benefit the most from stabbing everybody and taking their bracelets. You can't say what day I voted for, but LL isn't streaming that day. Okay, that works. Time to make 10 new IPSs and vote for the 22nd. Oh my god.
Jumpy, are you
What?
alright?
He killed him. He stabbed him.
Yeah, we're fine.
It's too late, Blecko.
The detonators have been deactivated.
All right.
Everybody's fine.
And they're gone.
Oh,
Now.
it's like, why are we still
Doesn't
staring
look
at
like
them?
we can go.
Maybe this.
All right, now we're gonna
hey.
do some puzzles.
First class.
Well,
Let's have a look then, shall we?
What happens is there anything important that happens
All right,
in these
then.
conversations
Yeah.
between these three?
Oh.
I don't think so.
don't wanna
Spoily Bubble
look.
Girl, not spoily. Anybody who did the math could have figured that
the
one out.
bracelets. Oh wait.
Oh my god, I love how every time we see a
Bracelet.
bracelet off a person, we have to be like, if you die, your bracelet comes off. Every time. We get it. I don't think they had any important conversations.
Through here?
They didn't talk about any conspiracies or anything, right?
What's up?
So we could probably
Check this out.
skip this.
We found this thing here on the door.
Yeah, there's nothing. 1 + 8 = 9? What? Yeah, we can't do math. Why do we think we're here to learn from you? Oh, yeah, because I'm the best at math, right? Okay, so there's also one thing missing that they don't know yet. I mean, there's a lot of things missing, technically. There's like that thing. There's that other thing. There's that thing about that person. There's who that person is. There's who that person is related to. I just thought of like, there's so many. Okay. That one's unlocked. The red ones are the story checks, right? Is that what it's doing? So we'll jump to here. To the large hospital room. Oh, also that third thing. Yeah. Yep. I remember that one too. There's also that one other thing about that one person. I was actually counting secrets in my head though. I wasn't just bullshitting there. Okay.
Huh?
We get to the large hospital room. This is nothing new. We see everybody. Everybody's here. Everything is missing from this room. Where could it have gone? We have to find out. Where did all these bits go? My brother is missing. Wait, no, he's still here at this point, I think.
Well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know.
You were too?
In the first place.
No!
I'm gonna take that as Snake is missing.
Yeah, my brother's blind, so he...
Okay, yeah, so Snake is missing at this point. Rip Snake. Okay, we're gonna go look for the bits. We're gonna
Okay.
go to this place. Yep.
Hey,
We'll listen to what she has to
team
say.
up.
Yeah. What? I'm saying, why don't we go through another?
Even if we want...
She wants us to pull a coup. We say, fuck off. And we also point out a hole in her plan that makes it so it won't work. So she has to go, like, contemplate her life for a minute. Let's check this thing.
Hey, wait.
Santa's over there.
Santa?
Let's talk to Santa.
What? You can't.
Why?
What?
Huh?
This. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back in here?
Okay, one of them is back. I think it was Snake.
Well, it seems like it would have to be Snake, wouldn't
There we
it?
go.
Maybe he got back here before any of us.
Taliesin? I don't know how to say his name. Is it Taliesin?
He found the parts somewhere, put them back, and then went...
No, you have to authenticate with at least 3 people, or the red won't open the door. There's no way a single person could get through there by themselves.
I do not want more eggs. I would take some orange juice because I forgot to grab some, but I do not want more eggs. Put it on the plate with the bacon, and I might eat it after the stream.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Or did you eat all the bacon?
So, in other
Bacon's gone.
words...
Okay, you traded eggs for bacon. That's fine. Taliesin? I don't know how to read a little E with a thingy. Taliesin.
One of us is the person who fixed the red.
Bingo.
But if that's... And the person
Okay.
who did it doesn't want...
We think one of us did it. One of us must have done it, but who? Okay, we're done searching. Sorry, Snake, you aren't here. Okay, we're gonna propose that we sacrifice one person, so that the rest of us can go in a couple of teams. Ace says that, it's too late. He's already gonna be the one to sacrifice himself because he drugged himself with a vial of... I don't remember. Thank you. Oh. It's a bad cup.
Well, what are you waiting for? We're wasting time. Why don't we hurry it up?
You're right. We should get going. That's all we can do right now.
7. You
Okay.
too, Santa?
So, Ace passes out.
What
There
happened?
he is.
Ace!
He's
I'm
dead.
This.
A syringe. Soparil beta.
Soparil beta,
What does
that's
this
right.
do?
Okay, so that's important fact number 1. Can I have an egg? Yes, Blacko, you can have all the eggs. Okay. So Soparil beta is what he drugged
Did
himself
you
with.
use this?
Yes. It's just anesthetic.
Anesthetic.
Okay. He's gonna take a nappy poo. Oh, there he goes. He decides to take a nap on the floor instead of on one of the mini beds.
I'll
so.
take 7.
Seishi, thank you for the biddies! I want a candy cane! It still doesn't say that you did it though. Did you do it? God damn it. Chat, why didn't you do it? Wait, Seishi, did you choose to do it? Uh-oh, you might not have done it right. I think you have to tell the tree. But thank you for donating to charity. Oh, Seishi. I would cheer for you and put a candy cane on there, but I can't cheer. I can't cheer on my own tree. Oh, now I feel so bad. How can we get you a candy cane? I don't think I can force it to do it either. Hold on, let me get a page with my own stream going. You got it? I don't want to listen to myself though. Let's take that away. Hold on. Let's see if we can add a decoration. Yeah, that's fine. Boop. Must be logged in. The fuck you mean I'm not logged into Twitch? I'm literally streaming right now. I mean, I'm not logged in. Uh-oh. Okay, it stole my mouse for a minute. Boggs, thank you. There you go, Seishi. Boggs coming in with the save the day biddies. Yay, candy cane. You don't have any more bits now. Oh no, bye bits. Got all my Christmas bits. Oh yeah, from the Prime deal. Thank you so much for the Boggs biddies. Yeah, for the biddies Boggs. There you go, Seishi. Now you have your candy cane. So guys, if you want to put a decoration on the tree, you have to go through the extension and like click, you know, give this tree a decoration. And then it tells you like you can like position it wherever you want. I should probably change what that says. Hold on, let's change this bot setting. I didn't actually know how it worked when I made the bot thing. So let's just edit this real quick and we'll say, we'll just delete that part. And then we'll say, there, let's try that. How's that command? Well, at least the charity got some. Yes, yeah, no, at least the charity got some. So click on the tree to get the decoration you want. Is that more explanatory? Okay.
What?
That's
What
right.
did you just say?
These two have a fight about going through a door. We are going to take door 8 today. Okay, we're gonna be sad because I don't think we're going with June yet again. We're going with Clover and Lotus. Here we go with Clover and Lotus. We love you, June. Goodbye. You're going in like half an hour. Hopefully you'll be back later. Okay, that's fine, Seishi. Hopefully you don't miss the best endings. The best ending bits. If you do. I mean, there's always the VOD. Okay. Laboratory. Do we learn anything from laboratory? We learn that Lotus is a hacker, right?
Looks so creepy.
We learned that Lotus is a hacker. We've unlocked all those. We'll just...
It's kind of like
This is a laboratory.
We'll just get them to... I don't think we learn anything else.
Oh, for crying out! You'll never do it on your own.
And we don't have any conversation choices with them. Lotus goes over the idea that our brains might be like monitors. It's just like, okay, we'll go through that because that's a really weird conspiracy theory that I probably can't explain at all. So we're trapped in the room and we gotta get out. Alright. So, first we need the cable off here. Okay, and then we need to... Oops, no. We need to look out here, and we need to... There's permanent marker. Talk about this thing. Is there a thing? Is there a cord? Oh wait, we have to try it on the monitor first, not that monitor. Other monitor. Oh, and we need to get here. Get some of this good ethanol. Alright. Monitor doesn't have a cable. Let's use this. It needs 2 prongs instead of 3 prongs. Whatever shall we do? Okay. Clover, other power cables. There's a cable, but it's stuck on this big thing. But there's an adapter. Here's the adapter. You want the adapter? Yeah, take it. That sounds great. Now she's gonna slip it to us. Take the prong. Thank you. Combined with this. And then we're going to give this girl the ethanol to get the permanent marker off. You know, we probably don't have to do the permanent marker bit, I feel like. I feel like that was just a hint and didn't need to be, like, a crucial part of the puzzle. scrubs, scrubs, scrubs. And then she's gonna write it down for us. And slip it through the bars. Alright. Alright, we'll get you out of there, Clover. Don't worry. Alright. Now let's plug this boy in. Oopsie. There we go. Alright, plug it in. Do 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 do.
Oh, that worked. What? Huh? It's running on its own?
It certainly looks like it.
Isn't that kinda weird?
What?
Well, it's not connected to the main computer, right? There's just this keyboard and monitor. The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable we just plugged in. So, why is it working?
Maybe it's a wireless display.
A wireless display?
Yes, it connects to your computer wirelessly, hence the name. Have you been living in a cave, Junpei?
So rude.
Is that normal?
So
Yes, at least where I worked.
rude.
Oh.
Oh, it stopped.
Pass with a colon.
Looks like we need to enter a password.
What if he
Again,
has been living in a
there
cave?
must be a hint around here
I mean,
somewhere.
he's been living in a dorm room. It's
Could you go
almost
take
the
a look?
same thing, right?
Yeah, I'm on it. What are you going to do?
I'll see
Oh,
if I
you
can do
know.
something about this on my own.
On your own.
Yep, on my own.
Lotus?
All right. Let's kick some ass.
Dorm room with a window open? Yes.
What?
Didn't expect that, did you?
Hold on, let's
Why?
get past
Huh?
the
I
fact
see.
that she's like a master hacker. She's a master hacker,
Oh.
guys.
Brute?
A brute that checks I'm writing. It's not that
She's
good.
writing
Oh,
a code
whoa,
that'll
whoa,
get
whoa.
us the
Okay.
password.
Well, let's see. So the screen will show you too. See? Isn't that strange?
Check out those incredible braids. Yeah, okay, so she says, let's say that you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you. You enter 1 + 1, the screen shows you 2. Isn't that strange?
No? Not really.
Oh, come on now. Of course a caveman like you would think it was
So
strange.
rude.
You said so just a minute ago.
This isn't really important to
You're
the
just not
plot,
getting
but
it, are you?
I know you guys enjoy this part, so.
Who calculated 1 + 1?
The main computer, right? You said it connected to the monitor wirelessly.
Her outfit,
someone who grew
Fostro,
up in a cave wouldn't know that,
defies
right?
gravity. Yes.
They'd probably think that this thing here, the monitor, is doing the calculating. And once they've decided that, they'll start examining this monitor. They might poke the screen or something. Ah, I see the color changes when I press it here. Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside. Oh, I see. So this wire supplies the power.
Oh my goodness.
Eventually, they might even cut the wires. Ah, yes. Just as I expected. When this wire is cut, no results appear. Therefore, it must be this device which does the calculations.
Oh.
But the truth is that, just like you said, the computer is doing the calculating.
Bark boy.
But these
Naughty,
cave
naughty
people
Bark
wouldn't
boy.
know that, because they have no idea that the monitor and the computer are connected wirelessly.
So, what are you trying to say?
Nothing. It's just, I thought maybe. What if the relationship between human beings and our brains is like that?
Huh?
Well, let's say you stick a bunch of electrodes into parts of the brain. A scientist examining the signals they send out might say, interesting. So stimulating this part of the brain causes the person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function. Okay, let's see what happens when I cut out this part.
Oh my god, your dog is the dumbest creature on the planet. He got scared of virtual voices? Oh my god. Animals blow my mind sometimes.
Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes that function to cease.
I swear to god, you guys, the sound of a doorbell in a movie will be the death of me. We don't even own a doorbell. But it sets off the dog like no other. So, yeah. He always thinks that when a doorbell sounds, there's somebody in the house.
Therefore, human thought processes must occur in the human brain. See? Doesn't it sound the same? Maybe the brain is just an output device, like this monitor.
So this girl is trying to say that our brains are wireless monitors for some bigger supercomputer.
Maybe our thought processes actually occur somewhere else, in a main body. We just don't know it. We never even think about it. Just like those cave people wouldn't know about wireless communications. We can't...
Oops.
The brain is just an output device. Human thought actually occurs somewhere else? That's just crazy talk.
Maybe that's the cause of Seven's amnesia. He's just having a difficult time accessing his
broke his monitor.
Because the monitor, his brain, has been damaged.
Huh.
I suppose that would explain aphasia and blind sight, too. Perhaps they actually can speak or see.
Oh, this part is important.
The
for
monitor
this. Yeah,
just
I forgot.
isn't functioning properly. I guess people with prosopagnosia could be suffering from the same thing.
Wait a minute. What?
What? You've never heard of prosopagnosia?
So we're gonna learn about prosopagnosia.
Oh, what is it?
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces.
Okay, Blecko, get you some Steam cards. I still need to do my advent calendar for today as well.
In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours.
So somebody with prosopagnosia, bless Boggs, somebody with prosopagnosia is a person who can't distinguish from human faces. So everybody just looks the same.
So they can't remember faces, which is how most
Oh
people
yeah, no, I know
recognize each
Blecko.
other.
It's fine.
That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
So that's important.
Usually they can make do by associating people with other things. Their voices, their clothes, their
Bless
hair.
Boggs.
Does that mean other people's faces look like blanks?
No, I don't think so.
Wouldn't that be weird, right, Seishi? It would be so strange to not be able to tell people apart.
You've seen monkeys, like in a zoo, right? To you and me, all the monkey faces look the same, even though they've obviously got faces. It's almost impossible for a human to distinguish between them. The zoo staff that works with them would learn to identify different monkeys eventually. But you or I couldn't, unless one had a scar or something else to set it apart. Well, that's how people would be to someone with prosopagnosia.
My brain can't even understand what that would be like, really. It would be like, looking at twins. Looking at sets of twins. And, like, having to discern which was which. Like, everybody is basically just looks like a twin, I think. So you recognize people through their outfits, you recognize people through their voices, through their personality. More like looking at monkeys. My brain can't understand how that would be a thing. It just can't.
Huh. I didn't even know that kind of thing existed.
Yeah, or like monkeys, like the game in Black
And
suggest.
what were we talking about?
The idea that your brain is just an output device, like a monitor.
Are you serious about that stuff?
Not really. I was just kidding for about half of it.
What about the other half?
Well, I guess I was just adulting.
I wonder how far it works with art too. Like realistic art probably is hard too, and then gets more and more cartoony. Maybe they can distinguish those faces. That's interesting. Yeah, if you were looking at a cartoon
Not funny.
face, I wonder.
It's nothing more than a story I made up out of boredom. Don't take it seriously. It was the first thing that came to mind, and I just talked about it to kill time.
All right, so now she's hacked. She's done the hacking. We're in. We're in.
What?
Let me take a break, all right?
All right, she's done. It's our turn. Did it. Nailed it. We're in. All right, there's no skip button for this, but we're in. Okay, now these unlock. And we get me. What the heck is this game? Welcome, Sir Mordecai. Hello. This is 999, best puzzle game in here. Would you take the things? Thank you. There we go. All right, we've got the Earth one and the little one for the console.
Hey, Junpei!
What's up?
Junpei, did you hear him say, like, anything weird?
Oh, that's right.
Well,
You just hit
sorry,
enter.
Clover. I can't really think of anything.
She just hit enter all the time to tilt it? To tilt what? What did I tilt?
He did mention that his hearing exceeds that of a regular
Oh,
person.
you mean
something
Lotus
like
hit
that,
it?
But
She was just hitting enter?
that's about it.
Okay.
Hey, look, if you don't mind, is Snake?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Talking about his eyes?
So this is important. He's asking, was Snake always blind?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't born blind. When he was a kid, he got in a really bad car accident. He couldn't see after that. And his arm.
His arm?
Yeah. My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm. It's fake. It's not a real arm. The accident hurt him really bad. To save him, they had to cut off his arm.
Oh.
Is that all you wanted to ask me?
So, Snake has a
Look,
fake arm.
I'm sorry for
Fun
making
fact.
you talk about all that painful stuff.
It's not that.
What just happened? Okay. So Snake has a fake arm, which means that because the dude in later on in the God, I don't remember what room it is. Whatever room he's in, is splattered all over the wall and has a bone sticking out of his left arm. It means it's not Snake. Okay, we're turning this on. Alright, we've got our device working now. Play with the thing. Turn the dial. Yeah, do the thing. Play with it some more. Increase the voltage. Yeah, do the thing. And we started a fire. We did it. We're gonna let the ship burn down. It's fine. Okay, Seishi, have a good day. I hope to see you back. I hope you have a good time. Alright, we got Clover out. I was on my way out, so I could not comment on the dress. It does not defy gravity. It's just made out of colored duct tape. Oh, I see, I see. It makes total sense. Okay, we're gonna get out. Clover has a cough now. That's fine. Alright, and we got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We get out. Here we go. We're going down the hall. Wait a minute, everybody else is here. Oh my goodness, we did a loop yet again. What a shock. Look, we all go back to the hospital room. Let us collect Ace. Alright. We fill Ace in. We've got some new keys. Those are our 3 keys. Now what are we gonna do? Let's go through one of those doors. Except Clover needs to go through this door to see where her brother could possibly be. Brother, where are you? He's not there. We're gonna go check this out while they do that. This is a better use of our time. Gonna go check out some of those keys that we got. There is a reason we came back here. Yes, we want to check out what these keys do. Remember, we can go through these doors. So, we should be able to investigate. Here we go. In the investigation elevator. We're going to do this conversation. We've done the one where June gets wet twice. So, let's have a serious conversation.
Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up.
Oh, it just skips it entirely.
Yes, it didn't open right away.
And then we just know that the elevator is dry, so there must not be any water down here. God, the other answer is just like 1,000 times better. I'm so sad that people normally don't get to see that one. Alright, that's how it would have worked. It's witchcraft, it's whatever. Elevator's dry, let's go down. Whee!
We'd probably die.
Oh no, don't be so casual about something like that.
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here. Lotus and Santa might already be back.
Okay, good.
Now, iron ball.
Alright. We've got the 6th door. It's vacant. It's got all those bits. I think we just stole another map. We made it back. That was a different shot. We're back at the hospital room. They found him splattered all over the wall. Oh god, Snake is dead. All over the wall. Oh god, it's gruesome. There's fat globules dripping down the wall. Oh god, such a horrible description. And then they talk about the left arm bone sticking out.
First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3.
This is how they would have killed Snake.
Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door, and then 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
He exploded.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Okay.
Right after that.
Then that means none of us have We were all...
Yeah.
We don't have alibis. It could be anybody.
How can you say that so...
Clover, then they start talking about Zero. We decide Zero must have been on the ship with them. Because he kept saying this ship. Clover thinks Zero might be one of us. Place your bets, people. It's possible.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
No reason. I've got a great...
They fight about who Zero could possibly be, then decide it doesn't matter because they're all going to die and they need to get off this fucking ship. Good talk. Okay, we're gonna go through this thing. Alright, so we've got some options. We're gonna do the piece of paper potluck. And everybody chooses their door. He calls her an old raisin. They have their tussle. I want to go through door 6. Right? Yeah.
None of these teams will be able to go through the doors they want.
Guess we're gonna have to redo them. They shuffle around a bit. Who are we gonna end up with? Clover's a dick. Alright, we're going with Ace, June, and Santa through door 6. We found the thing.
Hey,
June starts to pass out. She has a fever. We're gonna make her rest while we do these puzzles. Did we learn anything crucial from these puzzles? I don't think so. Oh, we learned that Santa has a sister. But that's after this puzzle. Wait, why isn't that one unlocked? Why isn't this one unlocked? Oh god. Okay, well let's blast through this puzzle quick and see if we can't help it figure it out then. I don't entirely remember what would be in here to unlock. Oh, the wheel came off. Whew. Okay. I didn't break it. It broke by itself. Don't look at me. I didn't do shit. Oh no, wait. There we go. Alright, put this one on. It can only go down. That's weird. Let's put it on the floor. I like these beeps. They're very atmospheric. Yes, yes. Good beeps. Okay, we put it on the floor.
I believe the box.
Yeah,
Box is on the floor.
a guinea pig. You mean like a lab rat?
They think we're in some part of an experiment, which would be very bizarre.
You know, speaking of experiments, there was this experiment some scientists did with rats.
This is new.
First, they took a squarish C-shaped tank
This is new.
and filled it with enough water that the rats could drown in it. The tank has 2 exits. Just to make it easy, we'll call one A and the other B.
All right.
Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything. But exit B is electrified, which means the rat can't leave through it. So, what would a rat do if it was put in this situation? Which exit would the rat choose?
B, of course. The rat has no way of knowing that exit B is electrified.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. The rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, it's electrified, which means the rat can't get out that way. So, after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A.
I can't say that's very interesting or relevant. It's simply the story of a laboratory experiment.
Wow, Ace, way to just shit on his story.
You're right. It isn't very interesting. Yet. See, these scientists repeated this experiment over and over.
That's one way to do it. Drink all the water and pee on the electrified gate. Yes, that's how you get out.
Using hundreds of different rats over several generations. This produced some surprising results. With each generation, the rats took less time to find the correct exit. Eventually, a rat was put in the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B.
Interesting. Okay.
But that wasn't the most impressive part. The same experiment was conducted in another laboratory, far from the original one, with the same results. No, on second thought, the results weren't really the same. The rats in this second experiment began the trials with significantly faster times than the first rats in the initial one. These rats weren't related to the others and had never even come in contact with them. And yet, they all easily found their way to exit A as though they already knew. What did it mean?
Are you suggesting something like telepathy? They were passing information to one another through some undetectable medium?
How the hell would I know?
The giant brain that goes to all of our monitors learned to go to exit A. Yes. Coincidence? I think not.
I'm not any kind of scientist. I don't know what made him do that. But I do know that story's true. And if you've got another explanation, I'd sure love to hear it. Come on, let's get going. There's still a lot here we haven't checked out. And we gotta get the hell out of here before June passes out.
Hey, wait. There's something I want to ask you.
What?
Why did they use that tank for the experiment?
Huh?
Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water. They could have just used a dry box, you know? If they needed to motivate the rats to escape, they could have, I don't know, put some bait by exit B or something. I mean, do they really have to make it so the rats can drown?
You know, the word emergency comes from the same root as the word emerge. You ever think about that?
Huh?
Well, an emergency is something urgent, often something dangerous.
Junpei's just like, huh? What the fuck? That doesn't answer my question.
And to emerge means to sort of come out, or appear, or rise out of something else. So what's going to emerge in an emergency? Inspiration.
Inspiration?
Yeah, think about it. When the chips are down, either you crack or your mind focuses and pulls up what you need.
So in an emergency, your real potential emerges. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's why the rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. There had to be an emergency for inspiration to emerge.
Oh.
Okay, so that was important. We'd never seen that before. That's good to know. Let's go get the coal. Let's go get our coals. Oh god, how do I get out of here? Let me out. Oh god. C, A. A. A is how I get released. There we go. The box is here. Go down. There we go. Go get your box. Oh, wait. Those are the pair with nothing. We need to go this end. No, wait. I'm lost. Where the hell? Oh, that's right. It comes down right here. We got the panel. That's right. Alright. I just did this puzzle like 2 days ago, but I'm not having any emergence, any inspiration. Alright, push the button. Start the coal. Here comes the coal. Here we go. Okay, let's poke it in. No, that's the one that's rusted shut. We want this one. Oh, we gotta grab the coal first. Silly me. There we go. Now we go wrong way again. Alright, put the coal in there. Get in there, coal. Alright, now we gotta light it. How are we gonna light it? I don't have a lighter. Do you have a lighter? Nope, not me. I don't smoke cigarettes. June wants to help. Oh, you can't. You're weak as shit. Go sit your ass down. Okie dokie. We gotta put more coal in here. Let's fill it up. Hey, Julie, welcome. Hello, hello. How are you? We're just filling coal. We're filling coal, and we're gonna light the thing. Julie, you've missed some very important plot points towards the ending, but don't worry, I was taking notes. I've been taking notes of all the plot points we encounter that the game sees as crucial. Alright, light the thing. Alright, get the pieces. We're getting lit? We're getting so lit. We're getting extra lit. Also, Julie, we have a Christmas tree now. Look at the Christmas tree. It's over there somewhere. Is Snake alive? He was alive and now he's dead again. He just goes through cycles of being alive and being dead. He's dead. He's dead again now. He was alive at the beginning. He's dead boy now. Don't worry. We may yet find him. We may yet find the boy. Alright. Yeah, I know how to spin them. If I remember right. Yeah, these two switch then. There we go. Is he dead for real? No. No. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. He's fine. Alright, the door opened. Hooray! We gotta go get June.
Yes!
All right, Junpei. Why don't
Go get June. We're gonna go get June. Girly. Oh, I'm fine. I love you. Let's leave. Oh, yes. Santa has a sister.
Hi.
We didn't have parents. They bought it in an accident when we were still kids.
Oh, is this new? Oh, God. Okay.
So I had to be like her dad.
This is new, too. Santa. We're getting so deep with this boy today.
And that meant that I bought her Christmas presents every year. On Christmas Eve, I'd leave the present next to her pillow. And the next morning, she'd come running into my room with this big smile. Look, look, Santa left me a present. He got me that doll I really wanted. I'm so glad he got my letter. She was always so excited. I was the one who told her to write those letters. I'd say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa.
Santa.
The address I gave her was somewhere in Northern Europe that doesn't exist. Anyway, she'd write the letter and stamp it and send it out. And then a few days later, it'd show up back in our mailbox marked address unknown. I'd open the letters before she figured out they'd been sent back. Once I had the letter, I'd go around to a couple stores with some money I'd saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she'd asked for.
Santa's just the
It
best.
took a lot of saving, but I managed to buy her presents every year.
Huh.
But one year, her letter was different. She didn't write a list of toys she wanted or anything like that. Instead, it said, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true. My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long
Oh,
time.
wow. Way to make it really hard for him.
That was it. Nothing else. But I couldn't make that wish come true. Some Santa I am.
Aw.
What happened?
She died. She was killed 9 years ago.
What else happened 9 years ago? Coincidence?
All right.
They did
Let's
say.
go.
They did say that a little girl did die 9 years ago.
Huh?
Hey, what are you two doing? Let's get
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're finally back.
Sorry we
Ace is like, fuck guys, been talking about sisters over there for 20 minutes.
Let's go.
I just want to leave. Good sweet vulgar boy. What do you mean 9 years ago? More like... now.
No, I believe this is the cargo.
Nope,
There
it was
wouldn't-
9 years ago. Okay. We're gonna have a puzzle. We're gonna have a puzzle. Honestly, think the first one took place in November 2018. Did it really? I guess that makes sense. And then this is like 20 something in the future, right? Okay, we've got another lock in here, so we're gonna have to go through this puzzle again as well. There's a bunch of cards. They've got heads on them. It's weird. Okay. We literally just did this puzzle like yesterday, so. 2027, nice. So I'm playing it real time. I'll play it again in 2027, just to bring it back. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's something. Oh wait, the last couple are in here, yeah. Or there's one on here. Yeah. Okay, now I think we have all of them. Oh no, I gotta find more cards. Let me out. Oh yeah, over here. There we go. There we go. Gotta get that ace boy. Gotta put an ace up my sleeve. All right.
Now we finally have all 9.
All right, we put them in the boxes. I don't even get to contribute.
Hey,
What just happened?
June, are you okay?
Oh god, June collapsed again.
I'm sorry. I gotta go check on her. You finished the box thing, all right? Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you.
Ace, you just put the people
Are
with
you
their
all right?
number.
What happened?
Can you stand?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fine.
You should just trip and fall on
just
her
tripped.
face.
Don't give me that. Now is not the time.
But it's true. I tripped over a box.
Just let me see for a sec.
Huh.
You're still warm.
I saw her fall. I think she really did just trip on something, you know? Still, to fall down like that? I think she's probably still a little messed up.
All right, well, let's just get out of here as fast as we can so we can get you to a hospital.
Oh, I don't think it's anything that serious. I just need a little medicine and some sleep, and I'll be fine.
Medicine. Medicine, huh?
Keep
Well, if
thinking
we
real
could get in
hard,
touch
Tanner.
with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for you easy.
Ace? Why?
Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company.
She tripped over a box. Julie, she's been like getting a fever and like almost passing out a couple of times. This time she literally just tripped. But the important fact here is that Ace is the president of a pharmaceutical company.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals is the name, I think.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals, which we know via Seven's stories is responsible for the kidnapping of 18 children 9 years ago for some crazy experiments.
Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Soparil.
Oh, and they make Soparil Beta. Color me surprised. Yeah. So he's the president of Cradle Pharmaceuticals that makes Soparil Beta.
Soparil. Soparil. I've heard of that before somewhere.
Ace is 0. I'm calling it. Are you, Julie? Are you locking it in? Are you locking it in? You think it's Ace? Cradle was originally clay doll in Japanese. That's the translation. Oh, interesting. Huh. I wonder why they didn't just continue to call it clay doll. I mean, clay doll probably would have been fine.
Soparil. It's an anesthetic that's a gas at room temperature. A lot like how nitrous oxide is. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. A bunch of countries quickly accepted it for widespread use within their police and military forces.
Blacko is 0. Oh,
it was
dear.
an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer. It was practical, ethical, and the humane nature of it made it the ideal drug.
Locking it in. Blacko, you've been found out. Simply worked better in English? I guess it does.
It's been around for about 6 years. They developed it from the extracts of several different roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for Soparil skyrocketed, and of course that meant Cradle Pharmaceuticals' stock did too.
Why do you know all of this?
I heard it from the old man himself.
From Ace?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway, when we were searching the second class room. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went to door 5? It was back then. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up, you know?
Huh.
Ace, we're
Are you
learning so
worried
much
about
about
something?
you.
No, nothing. The hell is he doing? June, don't push yourself, all right?
This poor boy.
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her? I'll go check on Ace. Looks like he's having trouble.
Sure.
Poor Ace can't even do a simple
What are you
puzzle.
doing? What happened?
Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry, I think, because of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment.
What can't you see well?
These pictures. I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia. Growing old is a difficult thing.
What the fuck is presbyopia?
At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so
Old
if you don't mind, I'd like
blind
to
fart.
rest for a bit.
How could simply looking at cards have tired him out? But if it wasn't, what had made him so uncomfortable?
Prosopagnosia.
Seeing like shit? Yeah, oh.
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces.
Could Ace not be able to distinguish between people's faces?
In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours. So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
AJ's never here when you need him? Yeah,
Maybe
right?
he's
I
got
need his
prosopagnosia?
medical knowledge. Could Ace have prosopagnosia and not be able to tell any of these beans apart? Poor old man.
Well, he looks depressed enough to have it.
Oh, he looks
well.
so sad.
Time to solve the 9 boxes puzzle.
Alright, we know how to do this. Do the thing. Snap, snap, snap. That was more than 9. That was more than 9.
Pins?
Alright, let's hear your question.
I guess
hear
I'll
it.
take them with me.
Alright, I got the pins. We got the pins. Oh god, I don't want to do this shit again. If you couldn't distinguish people's faces, could you be attracted to anyone? You could, but it would probably be really easy for people to, like, fake you out, right? Like, say you like Amanda, and Amanda always wears the same pink top around you so that you know it's her. Somebody could easily just wear that pink top and pretend to be Amanda and fuck you up. But, I mean, they would have to not speak, probably, and they would have to, like, not, you know, not out themselves in any way. This is just these beings figuring out this puzzle. Don't worry about this. So what, you're attracted to pink shirts? No, just so that... never mind. Okay, I'm gonna look up the cheats for this because I don't want to have to do this a second time. 999 cargo room. Yeah, this one, sure. And then, oh, I don't need that one. I need this one. Okay. We've got a 9, 6, a 4, a 7, a 3, and a 1. We've got a 9, a 1, and a 2, and a 6, a 3, and a 4. And then we gotta do a 9, an 8, and a 6 for a 5, and then a 1, a 2, a 3, and then a 9, a 5, a 2, a 1, a 3, a 4. I know about Amanda. I know all about Amanda. No. Alright, now we're gonna make an F. And F in hexadecimal is 15. No, 15, 12? What did we decide it was? 15. It's gonna be 15, but we need like a 2, a 7, and a 6, a 9, 5, 1, and a 4, a 3, and an 8. Alright, we did it. Why F? Boggs is dead? Is that the point? Okay, now we can do the thing. Well, Santa's gonna describe the Pushmaster 5000 for like 18 fucking years. He's really just gotta let us know, you know? He's just gotta tell us all about it. Keep telling me. Keep telling me, boy. Yep, thank you. Yep, now let's get the instructions again. Yep, alright. Oh god, they changed it. What the fuck? Oh no, they didn't change it, I'm an idiot. It says so on the screen. Oh, it said F. Ha, it said F on the screen. It did say F. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. I was looking at the fucking these boxes instead on accident. I've got a dumb brain sometimes. Okay. And then do it. There we go. And then there we go. Alright, now what do we do? The Pushmaster's doing it for us. We don't have to do anything else. Alright. Pushmaster complete. Let's climb over the boxes. What could be in here? It's a mummy. Just kidding.
Whatever.
It's actually a fucking gun.
A small.
Oh my goodness.
Looks
I wonder.
This thing is... Are these real bullets? Oh,
Okie dokie,
This is
Fausto.
real?
Give him a good walk.
you're not gonna...
Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more.
We're not
to
gonna
pout
take the
something
gun.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen.
Put on 3 layers of clothes and then walk the dog. It is currently 62 degrees Fahrenheit where I am, so I could open the windows, enjoy a nice breeze. It's a little bit nippy, yeah. 25. Oh my god, Fausto, bundle up good. Get you a scarf.
In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
Okay.
and that
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna... Of course.
Okay, we're taking the key, we're leaving the gun. Let us leave. Let us leave. Up here. And we're out. It's like 64 here. Nice, Julie. Warm Christmas for all. Alright. And out we go. Oh, Doggo has a coat too. Good. Keep her
Long
nice
hallway,
and toasty.
huh?
Let's check it out.
Alright. Here we go. Could it be? We've looped yet again? What in the world? We've got this door. Oh, there's 2 9 doors. Imagine that. That's blowing my mind. How could there be 2? Zero did never say that there was 1. So of course there's 2. Now everybody can make it out. Nobody would have died. We can all get out of here safely. Hooray. We can't go though because that would leave June behind. We don't want to be an asshole. Let's go get everybody else. This room holds an altar. That's really weird. Why the hell is there a coffin? Coffin makes some knocking noises. Here we go, back to everybody else. Do you guys like my summaries?
We've got a
They're
problem.
really...
Clover is gone.
Clover goes missing. Okay. So we've got it all. We've got it all. We've got all the major plot points that we need, being the Soperil beta, the prosopagnosia, the snake's fake arm, the fact that there's 2 people that killed Snake, the rat experiment with the telepathy. The Ace is the president of Cradle Pharmaceuticals, and he has prosopagnosia, allegedly. There we
What?
go.
What do you mean, gone?
Clover's
When?
missing.
What?
You two went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
Yeah, we went through the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
But
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there,
There was a door on the other wall.
and it was open.
We figure she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Well, obviously we didn't find her. We figured that much out.
Clover's gone.
When did this happen?
We got here just before you.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we haven't.
Very well then. We'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's not here.
We'll go back to this one now.
No, she isn't.
All right, just in case, we should go take a look in the shower room.
Shower room?
That's where her brother is. She might have gone to see him.
June bit her lip. She knew, as Junpei did, that there was only one thing in that shower room, and it wasn't pleasant.
Well, we might as well check, right? Let's go.
I actually don't remember where Clover ends up in this. I don't remember why she's missing. There's a screwdriver stuck between the door and the
Good.
frame.
We can still get in.
We should thank Seven later.
Junpei and Seven slip through the door and move to the hallway and step into the shower room.
No luck.
Yeah, I don't think she's here.
June's voice was faint, and she placed her hands over her mouth. Her face looked
The
a little
smell
green.
is horrible.
The stench in the room was almost unbearable. It had grown far more unpleasant since the last visit. If Junpei had eaten lunch, he would have had difficulty retaining it. He wanted to leave the room as soon as possible, but he had to be sure. And the only way to be sure was to check the other side of the divider.
Let's check the back. Just
June offered no resistance and nodded weakly to Junpei as he headed around the divider. He stopped at the corner and turned
no,
his head.
she's not here.
As he expected, Clover was nowhere to be seen. The only thing on the other side of the divider was the dead body laying in the reddish-brown puddle of drying blood.
Just where did your sister go?
Junpei whispered to what was once Snake. He'd asked rhetorically, of course, but there was no way he'd get an answer. He gave a deep
Such a
sigh.
horrible way to go. The skull shattered, the left arm's hideously twisted.
Is it, though?
Wait,
Wait a minute. Bright white of his ulna was clearly visible through the remains of the skin and muscle. Bright white.
Bones.
Ulna. Bones. The pieces fell into place. Junpei remembered something Clover had told him in the laboratory.
My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm. The accident hurt him really bad.
of course. Of course. Why didn't I realize it earlier?
Clover had told Junpei that Snake's left arm was prosthetic, but the left arm of this corpse behind the divider clearly had a real human arm, or at least it had been once. That meant that corpse.
Jumpy?
June's unsure voice at Junpei's suddenly strange behavior drew his attention back to her.
Oh, sorry for making you wait.
You
Let's
sound
go.
enthusiastic about everything that's happening. It's happening, Julie. Finally, all the plot reveals are falling into place. Our poor bean, our little bean Junpei is finally figuring it out. Oh no, your stream froze. Try refreshing. It's not on my end. He's alive, but where is he? Where could he possibly be? Junpei and June headed back towards the large hospital room. They stepped through the door and out of the shower room. Down the hall they went, searching for Clover in every corner. They had reached the stairs when Seven appeared, breathless and yelling.
Junpei! June! Where were you guys?
He looked pale. His face was drawn. Something terrible had happened. Junpei's breath caught in his throat.
Did something happen?
Seven drew a shaking hand across his face and gulped down a breath of air.
Clover is dead.
Dun
Found
dun
her.
dun.
In the first-class bathroom.
He's just chilling in the gift shop? Yeah. We're just passing everybody on our way. All sounds ceased for Junpei. The world was an empty, muffled expanse. Then he began to hear his own breathing. Pay attention to the weapon. Could it be a knife? She tried once more, and then her energy was gone and she collapsed against the wall. He could have helped her, but he hadn't, and now she was dead. So he stood there, frozen in place.
Clover, why? Why did this happen?
Who knows? He forced his body to move. With each step felt like another nail pounded into his heart. Finally, he was in front of her. That's the sink. He knelt and placed 3 fingers against Clover's neck. No pulse, no breath. But she was still warm and her eyes were closed peacefully. It would have been easy to think she was asleep. Easy, that is, if it were not for the slowly expanding puddle of blood beneath her. He traced the source to her back, a gash just beneath her shoulder blade. There was the weapon a knife, perhaps? My burger and I am back. Stop killing people, please. It's not me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Welcome back, Wax. I'm glad you have your burger. If it was a knife, the killer had taken it when they left. When he closed his eyes, he saw Clover's smile.
Clover.
Her innocent smile, her energy. He would never see her smile again. He could have done something. He could have helped her. His stomach twisted into a sickening knot.
Let's get out of here, June.
Junpei lifted a limp June from the floor and carried her from the bathroom. Oh, the murderers say that it was not them? It wasn't me. It was a foolish question and he knew it.
Yes, I think so.
Her voice was weak. Her fever had gone down, but the emotional scars she'd received were not likely to recede as quickly. Jesus. Junpei laid a hand on her shoulder and then walked back to the bathroom.
You should
back
get
to the
some
bedroom.
rest. Here, the bed. Can you sit?
Yes.
Can you sit? That'd be like the one thing I could do if I was in shock, I think, would be like sit on the ground, sit on that chair, sit on every surface. Walking might be the difficult thing. I'm not Zero. Nope, not me. Time to make food and some more games in the background for those precious cents. Okay, Blacko, get you some good food. Get you some lunch. She nodded once and stared at the floor. Or dinner? Is it dinner time for you? There were 4 others in the room. Ace, Lotus, Santa, and Seven. They all stared at nothing, their faces drawn and tired. After a while, they drifted into the bathroom to see Clover's corpse themselves. Once everyone was back in the bedroom, Junpei walked slowly to the center of it and then looked around as the slumped figures gathered there.
Who was the first to find the body?
Me.
Seven spoke from behind Junpei. He turned around. Seven's hand was
Why
up.
did you come to this room?
To look for Clover. Why else? I found her body in the bathroom. As soon as I did, I ran outside. I got to the top of the stairs by the casino and yelled as loud as I could. Hey, guys! I found her, but it's bad. She's in the bathroom in the first-class cabin. Come quick! Or something like that.
Something along those lines. Yes.
Then I went back to the bathroom. Ace, Santa, and Lotus showed up real soon after that. But I guess you two hadn't heard me or something because you didn't show. So I took off down the stairs to look for you. After that, I mean, you know the rest, right?
Junpei nodded and closed his eyes. There was one more thing he needed to
Seven.
ask.
There's one more thing I'm worried about.
What?
You stuck one of those plates in between the door and the frame, right? Why did you do that?
Come on, didn't I already tell you that? I did it so that the door wouldn't lock, so we could come back to this room? Oh, you think I did it?
Well, I don't know. That kind of depends on what you say, doesn't it?
Did Zero kill anyone even? I don't remember. I don't remember.
For crying out loud.
Seven sighed and shook his head.
Follow me.
There were 2 doors standing next to one another. He opened the one on the right.
A closet?
Yeah.
Seven stepped inside. He stood in front of one of the shelves that filled it and gestured towards the small box. The box was a small metal cube. Oh yeah, we never got into this safe. We never got into this fucking safe that one time. He looked
This
at
is the
Junpei.
reason. This safe. We couldn't open it when we were getting through this room.
Mm-hmm.
I figured there might be something pretty important in it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I figured eventually we might figure out what the numbers are for the safe. And if we did, I didn't want to screw around with door 5 again. So I put the plate in the exit door so we could get back in that way. You get it now?
You're asking the baby deers? Oh yes, ask
Yeah.
the baby deers. Junpei nodded and looked at the safe. He grabbed the handle and shook it.
Figured it wouldn't open.
It was as locked as it had been when Seven found it. There was one thing that had
This
changed,
is-
however. Just underneath the safe was a pile of fine reddish-brown powder.
Rust.
Junpei stared at it,
If
considering.
there's rust here, that means... Has someone opened the safe?
Junpei left the closet. He followed Seven back to the bedroom.
Huh?
It was cold and quiet. No one spoke. They sat, frozen in place by shock and grief and fatigue. The room felt tiny and oppressive, and the thick metallic smell of blood filled the room. Junpei turned and headed for the living room. Anything to get out of there.
Maybe there's another clue. Anything that might lead us to discover who stabbed Clover.
As quickly as they could, they searched around and under the beds and in the corners. His eyes caught on the door. The door that led to the passage of the door number 5.
Behind this door. The ninth man's body is behind there. Maybe I should have another look at it, just in case.
Quietly pushed open the door.
Ugh.
The smell hit him like a blow to the face.
Oh, the hell? This smell is...
His lungs contracted, unwilling to inhale the fetid air. Acid boiled up from the base of his stomach, churning what little food was there in a violent froth. Oh, God.
Oh.
He hurt blurked.
Oh.
Oh, my God, that was awful. It was too much for him, and he vomited. A thin stream of yellowy water of bile splattered onto the floor. Ew. Dude, bro. He wiped his mouth weakly and stared at the dead body. Chunks of torn flesh lay in an arc across the body. What remains of his intestines had slid out onto the floor. Pool of blood that framed it was half dry, but so thick that it had taken on a texture not unlike that of an egg yolk prepared sunny side up. Gross, dude. On the floor next to him, with a broken mass of the man's head, lay his glasses, cracks spidering across the lenses. The bloodstains near them had nearly dried, like scabs on the floor. Wait a minute! That was when he noticed.
It's gone. His bracelet. It's gone.
The ninth man's
It was right next
bracelet
to the
is
glasses.
missing. But now, it was gone. The number 9 bracelet
But
was
why?
gone. Had someone taken it? He was turning it over and over in his mind when he heard Seven's voice.
Where'd Junpei go?
It drifted out to him from the living room. Junpei walked slowly out of the hallway.
Oh, there you are.
F that wind chill.
Looking for
Are
something
you
in the
dying?
hallway?
Are you back? Are you get toasty again? Seven looked up as Junpei entered the room.
Did you find something?
He thought for a moment before he responded.
No, nothing.
Technically, it wasn't a lie. He hadn't found anything. In fact, that was the problem. Something he'd expect to find hadn't been there. The ninth man's
What's up?
bracelet.
Well, I wanted you to take a look at something.
What is it?
So many dots. Seven led Junpei back to the bathroom.
Clover.
As Clover's corpse came to view, he felt his heart flip and then fall to the bottom of his stomach. Something between a sigh and a groan escaped his lips.
What was it you wanted to show me?
His voice was hollow and empty.
I searched Clover's body again. A real shame. She was stabbed once in the back, probably by a knife or something.
So Seven probably doesn't have any issue with all this death because he was a cop. So he's just like, yeah, it's another Tuesday, whatever.
And
he's all about those clues.
This.
As he spoke, he moved around to Clover's head, knelt down, and then flipped open her right hand.
What?
She was holding a piece of paper.
I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know? Basic stuff.
Basic.
Well, I
So
did borrow
basic.
one thing.
What?
He wasn't sure what he meant, but it likely didn't matter. The paper was more important.
I'm opening it.
He picked it up and carefully opened it. There was 2 sentences written on it.
Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
What the fuck does that mean? I don't remember this part at all. What does that mean?
What is this? Some kind of secret code?
Seven peered over Junpei's shoulder at the note. Junpei stepped away from Clover's body and into the living room. He began to pace, attempting to decode the note.
A code.
The first clue was likely the phrase sinister hand. Sinister hand means left. Left hand? Sinister means left and spooky and evilish. Sinister means left? Really? Oh, the truth is gone? I'm pretty sure it's left. I don't know if they're justifying it the same way I'm justifying it, but we're gonna go with left. Oh, in Latin. Oh, interesting.
Sinister was a term used in heraldry that meant to the left of the bearer of a coat of arms.
That wasn't any of our guesses, but I guess it was left.
The left hand. The left hand. What does the left hand mean?
Junpei looked at his own left arm, at the bracelet on his wrist. I was thinking sinister because they all have this sinister device on their left arm. That was where I was getting left. Left hand was the sign of the devil? What? I guess, yeah, anything that's different is gotta be Satan, right?
Does the darkness of the sinister hand have something to do with the bracelet?
He examined the bracelet closely.
There's 2 things sticking out on either side of the face. The left and right sides of the face. Left and right. Left and right. Right and left.
Is he gonna be okay?
Truth is gone. Truth gone.
Truth gone. Maybe those 2 words. How about reading it backwards? How about reading it out loud? How about switching the sentence around? What else could gone and truth mean? Left and right? I can't
What else
imagine.
could gone and truth mean? Truth,
Left and
of
right.
course, means something that is correct. Something that's fact.
Right.
In other words, something that is
Something
right.
that's right.
You could then safely assume that gone means left. After all, after someone left, they were gone. But in this case, they clearly refer to their directional homonyms. Then truth equals right, and gone equals left.
So we want to go right, left, right, left, right, left. Junpei looked at his bracelet again.
The left and right of the bracelet. These 2 things sticking out. So if I...
Press them in the following order. What did I just say? Left, right, left, right, left, right? Not left, 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 right. Shit. Truth had gone. Truth is right. Right, start with right. Truth had gone. Right, left. Right, left. Right, left, right, left, right, left. And then... Oh, shit! Russian roulette. One after another, the 8 numbers flashed on and then off of the face of Junpei's bracelet.
Did it just...
He checked one more time to be sure. 1, 4, 3. I better write this down, huh? I better write this down. This is important.
1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1.
Thanks for reading it out for me, Junpei. I seem to recall somewhere that left-handedness is more common in North America than in Europe. I don't know. I was born left-handed and then switched to the right as I was growing up because everybody else was right-handed, and I figured that was what it was supposed to be.
Hey, what are those numbers?
Junpei didn't answer. He couldn't answer. He had no idea what they were either. Besides, he was sure he had forgotten. He was sure he would forget the numbers and the order they came in if he said anything. Muttering the numbers to himself over and over, Junpei headed towards the bedroom.
1 4 3 8.
Let's get this safe open,
1 4 3
boys.
8 3 4 2 1.
What happened? Oh, come back to the left-handed side? Haha, never. My left hand
1 4
can't do
3 8
anything
3 4 2 1.
anymore. It's not good at anything.
1 4 3
I guess
8
it
3
types.
4 2 1.
It types it so it can hold some stuff sometimes. Before long, he found himself in front of the safe again. It was locked, and the only device he could think of that required a sequence of numbers, such as these ones that he had just discovered. Besides, someone had opened the safe at least once already. Had Clover come to the bedroom to open it? Junpei slowly dialed the numbers the bracelet had given him.
1 to the right, 4, and... Oh.
Finished.
Bingo. I knew it was for this.
A small telltale sound of the lock opening. He grabbed the handle, took a deep breath, and pulled it up.
Oh, is this some sort of note?
Nizo D68, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Miro's Heroes. I hope you're enjoying your time here. Welcome. I need to move this thing over here so that I can see those. All right, there we go. Is this some sort of note? Inside, was a piece of paper. It looked roughly the same size as the one Clover had been holding.
Let's see.
Junpei picked it up. This is what it said. Fact 1. The Nonary Game was played once before 9 years ago. Fact 2. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game 9 years ago. So Snake was in the game. We know that. We know that Snake took part in the game. I think he told us that. Fact 3. It was planned by the following 4 people. Cradle Pharmaceuticals CEO. Well, we know who that is. That's good old Ace. Oh no. I guess he's the president. So Cradle's Pharmaceutical CEO Gentaro Hongo. Cradle's Pharmaceutical, I mean, I wouldn't say Ace, I guess. Never mind. I'm an idiot. That could be his real name. I don't remember. Chief of Staff, Nagisa Nijisaki. Cradle Pharmaceutical R&D Supervisors, Teraaki Kubota. Majority shareholder in Cradle Pharmaceuticals, Kazuchika Musashido? You're having flashbacks from prologue class? What is prologue class? I must punish them for the innocent lives they sacrificed. This is the only warning they will receive. That innocent souls might be saved, I now state the truth. 0. It's a revenge story! Junpei left the closet. There were 5 people waiting for him in the bedroom. Ace, Lotus, Santa, 7, and June. Oh, logic programming language. Okay. He looked at each one of them in turn and then slowly placed his hands into his pocket vest.
But do you think you could all come with me?
Come with you?
I want all of you to go to the big hospital room.
Why?
There's something I want to be sure of.
What do you want to be sure of?
I want to know if the person I suspect is really the culprit.
Why do we have to do it there?
Wait, then you're saying...
Yeah, I think I've got it figured out. I know who killed Snake and Clover.
The atmosphere in the room changed. Grief was suddenly gone, replaced by attention like a strap of leather stretched to its limit. 5 sets of eyes stared at Junpei. He pretended not to notice.
If you could all please move to the big hospital room.
It's essentially purpose-built to solve problems like these?
I'll explain everything as soon as we get there.
Then, almost as if on cue, the bell began to ring. The bell? Oh, the chime of the clock. They all heard it. It was the bell from the clock in the main staircase. It's still gone. The bell rang 5 times
It's 5
and
o'clock.
ceased. It's 5 times. We've only got
We
an
don't
hour
have a lot of
left.
time left. Let's go.
Now you're playing Bastion after trying it for cards. It's good. Yeah, welcome to Supergiant Games, Blecko. They're all great. Slowly, one by one, they followed Junpei out of the bedroom.
Actually, before we get started, I was hoping you could do something for me.
Junpei stopped in front of door 3 and turned around.
Ace, 7, and Lotus, could you please place your palms on the red?
Huh?
Why? If we need to get to the shower room, why don't we just...
No, we're not going inside. Once you've authenticated, step away from the door.
Why?
Please, just do it. Or perhaps you don't want to know who killed Snake and Clover.
Junpei's implication was clear, and 7 understood perfectly.
Fine.
What about you, Ace, Lotus?
Very well.
Sure.
Quickly, they pressed their palms onto the red. Once they had finished, they stepped away from the door, as Junpei had instructed. 3 asterisks shown on the red's display
I
panel.
have this idea. I don't think this device responds to a hand placed on it. It instead reacts to a bracelet being brought close. You don't actually need a hand.
Junpei approached it and held his bracelet over the scanner. He made quite sure he didn't place his palm on it, and instead brought the bracelet near it. The 4th asterisk appeared.
I knew it.
Just as Junpei had expected, it was possible to authenticate without placing one's palm on the red, so as long as the bracelet was brought near it. Junpei pulled the lever down. Door 3 opened like a hungry mouth. 9 long seconds passed. And the door shut, unfed. Junpei walked slowly back to the others who were waiting some distance from the door, talking to one another. Santa and June had joined them as well.
Huh?
It looked as though they hadn't found a chance to break into the conversation yet. As Junpei approached, they turned and looked at him, curiosity plain on their faces. Before long, the other 3 did as well.
What was that about?
How should I know?
Clearly, they were all expecting some
Thanks.
answers.
I appreciate your cooperation.
Clearly, they had hoped for something more forthcoming. He continued.
By the way, Ace, would you mind if I asked you something?
What is it?
Do you know who I am?
Dun dun dun. He's
What?
outing him.
What kind of question?
Just answer it, please.
You're Junpei, of course. Who else would you be?
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Actually, I'm Santa.
What?
Ace's voice was full of surprise, but it was also tinged with confusion and fear. Everyone else looked nearly as surprised. Santa looked especially shocked to discover he was actually someone else. If he spoke, however, the trap would be exposed. Junpei quickly
The
continued.
clothes I'm wearing, I borrowed from Junpei. And the clothes he's wearing are mine. We had a little swap.
That's ridiculous. Impossible.
So, you're saying I'm not Santa?
Of course you aren't.
Why? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa?
If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3 equals 19. 1 plus 9 would be 10. The digital route would be 1. But the 4 of us just opened door 3. You can't possibly be Santa. Your bracelet number isn't 3.
It's 5, right?
I like how his first justification was, your number! You have to be, instead of like, your fucking face, dumbass. That just totally outed him. Only then, when it was too late, did Ace realize his mistake. He set his jaw and glared at Junpei.
You're exactly right. My bracelet number is 5.
As he spoke, Junpei lifted his wrist to show everyone the bright red 5 on his
Sorry,
wrist.
Ace. I tricked you. Of course, I'm not really Santa. I'm Junpei. Who could possibly think I was? It's obvious I'm not. To think I was? Ridiculous. But I guess you couldn't see just how obvious it was. I asked you before, didn't I? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa? And you answered. If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. Most people wouldn't say something like that. The first thing that would come to anyone else's mind wouldn't be the bracelet number. There'd only be one thing they'd say. One sentence. You don't have his face. Ace, you have prosopagnosia. Am I right?
Junpei's voice was quiet and calm. He knew the truth, so did Ace.
Prosopagnosia?
The others looked confused.
What's that?
No clue.
Prosopagnosia is...
He heard Lotus begin to explain it to them. Ace glanced at them and then turned back towards Junpei and sighed.
Very well. I confess. I have prosopagnosia. I cannot differentiate human faces. Is that what this was about? You want to mock me for my disorder?
No, not at all. I'm not making fun of you at all. In fact, I feel kind of bad for you. No, the reason I brought this up is that there's an excellent chance the person who killed Snake has prosopagnosia.
Ace's face tightened, his eyes
What do
narrowed.
you mean?
Junpei leaned casually against the iron piping of one of the beds.
I'll just come right out with it. I think it was you, Ace. You killed him.
Dun dun dun. Junpei was suddenly aware of the 5 pairs of eyes on him. He had their undivided attention now. The room had grown very, very quiet. Junpei took a deep breath.
That's ridiculous. What possible evidence do you...
I have 3 pieces of evidence. The first. Think back to a few hours ago.
You made us argue over the 3 doors here in the big hospital room. There was no way all 7 people could go through them. Lotus suggested that we sacrifice one of us.
Lotus looked away awkwardly. Junpei glanced at her and
Then
continued.
you, Ace, said, "I'll stay here." Why would you say something like that? It's pretty simple, really. You didn't want us to see the dead body in the shower room. You see, if Ace stayed behind, there were only 2 doors the rest of us could go through, doors 7 and 8. There was no way we could get through door 3, the shower room. You knew that, didn't you, Ace? That's why you volunteered to stay behind.
Come on now. I think that's going a bit far. I can understand if you're jealous of my bravery, but please don't devalue my actions.
I'm so jealous of your bravery. That's it. You got me.
I only wanted to save the rest of you. Surely you can understand my altruism.
Altruism, huh?
Junpei stared off in the darkness at something very interesting and lazily began to dig a persistent bit of wax out of his
You
ear.
already knew, didn't you? You knew that whichever doors we took, eventually we'd end up back in the big hospital room.
What on earth are you saying? Of course I didn't know that. How could I have?
Really?
Yes.
Pleading was not something they'd heard from Ace before. Junpei pulled a piece of wax out of his ear, glanced at it, and flicked it off into the darkness.
That's cool. I've still got 2 more pieces of evidence that say you're the killer. The second is that, as I said earlier, you have prosopagnosia.
Then you mean to imply that a person who can't distinguish human faces must be a bad person? Junpei, they call that prejudice.
No, I am not that stupid.
Then why?
Well, before I explain, I suppose there's something I should tell you. The corpse in the shower room. It's not Snake's.
Dun dun dun.
What?
Ace's face went pale. The others looked confused as well. If the body wasn't
I didn't
Snake's.
put it together right away, but there was something Clover told me. She said that Snake's left arm was prosthetic. He'd lost his real arm in an accident, but the body we saw in the shower room, let's call him Guy X. Guy X's left arm was definitely flesh and
I
blood.
don't remember who the body actually belongs to. Like, that's an extra person in all of this. I don't know. I don't remember who it's supposed to
In
be.
other words, Guy X couldn't possibly have been Snake.
Oh God. No. That's impossible.
Later. Okay. Ace had started muttering deliriously to himself, shaking his head back and forth. Junpei was long past
Let's
caring.
say, hypothetically, that the killer didn't have prosopagnosia. If that were the case, he would immediately realize that Guy X wasn't Snake. Even if the clothes were the same as Snake's, their faces would be completely different. It would have been obvious they were different people. And yet, they still killed him. Why? Why would they kill a stranger who'd only just shown up? On the other hand, if the killer did have prosopagnosia, it makes sense. They thought Guy X was Snake and killed him.
Wait, let's say you're right, and I mistook Guy X for Snake. Even if I did, I would have had no motive to kill him. Why would I want to kill Snake?
I can think of at least 2 motives. 1, Snake knew about your past. If he ever revealed what he knew, that would have been really bad for you. You really didn't want that to happen. So to make sure Snake's mouth stayed shut, you killed him. 2, Snake had a grudge against you. You knew that, or at least you could have easily assumed he did. Even without exposing your identity, he was a threat to you. You never knew when you might be attacked. You couldn't ever let your guard down. Every moment was a moment he might try something. You didn't want that kind of danger hanging over you. So you...
Hey, hold on a minute.
For the first time since the beginning of Junpei's explanation, someone besides Ace spoke.
What's the past that Ace wouldn't want us to know? Why did Snake have a grudge against him?
Look at this.
This is what we found in the safe. He handed Santa the small piece
What's
of paper.
this piece of paper?
Santa squinted at the paper and began
The
to read.
Nonary Game was played once before 9 years ago. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game 9 years ago. It was planned by the following 4 people. Cradle Pharmaceuticals CEO Gentaro Hongo. What is this?
Slowly, Santa looked up from the paper. His eyes met Junpei's.
It's the message from Zero. It was in the safe in the first-class cabin.
Then suddenly,
Give me a break!
Ace's face was red and shaking. His voice was full of fury, tinged with
That
desperation.
paper is a lie! Someone is trying to frame me!
Me. You said me, right?
Junpei's eyes narrowed, and the trap began to close. Ace inhaled sharply. His eyes flicked off of Junpei to something, anything else.
Wouldn't that mean you're admitting you're Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals? Or am I mistaken?
It was as he thought. A switch had been flipped. The color drained out of Ace's face and he realized what he had done. His eyes went
Very
wide.
well. I admit that much. I am certainly the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical, Gentaro Hongo. So what if I am? I don't know anything about this Nonary game that supposedly took place 9 years ago. Everything on that scrap of paper is bullshit. Someone is trying to set me up, you see?
Bless you. Bless Boggs.
First of all,
Ace stammered as he tried desperately to work himself to a more tenable position.
Junpei,
Tenable.
you're claiming I did this all by myself. Think that over, all right? How could I have killed Snake all by myself?
Oh, I remember whose body it is now.
Not Snake. It was Guy X.
I don't care who it was. You said the killer put this other man into door 3, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Then I couldn't have possibly done that alone. I couldn't have opened door 3 with only myself and Guy X.
Nope. You could have.
Tiger Lily Mom, thank you for the resub. Happy 8 months. You're so close to a Twitch baby. Much love to you as well. Happy holidays. Thank you for the resub. I'll put some love in chat too. I'll put some love in chat. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Oopsie. There we go.
Huh?
Ace's face was tight. His teeth were clenched. Junpei fixed him with a level stare. The trap was about to close.
Actually, Ace, when you were unconscious, I took something from you. Remember when you were injected with that anesthetic and fell asleep in the big hospital room? Yeah, back then, I took this.
Junpei put his hand into his pocket.
No! You couldn't have!
Ace's right hand moved. Junpei
I
smiled.
got you, Ace. Your right hand there tells me all I needed to know. You want to tell me what you were so worried about? What's in your pocket?
What you got there, Ace?
It's the number 9 bracelet, isn't it? Ace, Guy X, and the 9th man's bracelet. That was all you needed to open door 3.
Smart to Junpei. Junpei, like, goes from being a caveman, like Lotus was calling him, goes from being a caveman to being, like, a mastermind here, managing to trick this dude, like, tenfold.
That's how you killed Guy X all by yourself, Ace. All you needed was the number 9 bracelet in your chest pocket.
Ace lowered his hand from where it had stopped, halfway into his pocket. He looked down at the floor, his face hidden from Junpei. All he could see were the corners of Ace's mouth, twitching like
If
a
you want
dying
to play
fish.
innocent, that's fine by me. Go ahead, tell me. I don't have the bracelet, if that's what you want to do. But if you could take off your coat and hand it to me, I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll have to take it from you by force. Right, Seven?
Yeah, it'd be my pleasure.
Seven cracked his knuckles with a sound like gunfire. Uh-oh. He does not have a laughing face. This is not a happy face. Oh god, that's a happy face. Ace roared with laughter. He threw his arms wide and his head back and laughed, filling the room with a sound that scarcely belonged there. Then it stopped. His arms came down, his head dropped to look straight ahead at Junpei. Oh god. Oh god, he got creepy. His face was flat and cold, devoid of any emotion.
Well done, Junpei. As you so correctly deduced, I have the number 9 bracelet. I retrieved it while we were searching for the missing hardware for the Red. I left the room I was supposed to search and headed to the first-class cabin on B-deck.
His voice showed no emotion, no sense of remorse or interest. He was almost bored, as though he were reciting an especially dull corporate letter.
My purpose was to obtain the number 9 bracelet. 9 is a potent ally in the Nonary Game. Adding 9 to any set of numbers won't alter the digital root.
Oh! 1 plus 9 equals 10, which would be 1. 2 plus 9, which is 11, would equal 2. 3 plus 9, 3,
As you can see,
etc.
9 is a very useful number here. With it, one can go anywhere. It is, I suppose you could say, a game changer. So I made for the first-class cabin to obtain it. In mere moments. I successfully acquired the number 9 bracelet. There was also an unexpected bonus. The knife the 9th man had used. I quickly pocketed both of them and left. I made my way back to where I was expected to be. That's when I ran into Snake. Well, this guy X, actually. I spotted him ahead of me. He was heading for the large hospital room and hadn't noticed me. The man wearing Snake's clothes arrived at door 3. When he stopped, I walked up behind him and called out, "Snake." He turned around. He said nothing. His mouth simply hung half open. He seemed dazed somehow, almost like a man half asleep. Perhaps he had been drugged. It wasn't important. I tend to gloss over little things like that. I was certain that man was Snake. I knew Snake had taken part in the Nonary Game 9 years ago. Being blind, it made sense that he didn't recognize me immediately upon our first meeting. But why then hadn't Snake said anything to me later? Surely he hadn't forgotten what had happened to him in the Nonary Game. But not once did he attempt to confront me. Did his lack of sight prevent him from fully recognizing who I was? Or perhaps Snake had conspired with Zero to deceive me? Regardless, he was a threat, and it was better to deal with him sooner rather than later. I had to get rid of him before he took action. With quick thinking, my plan went into motion immediately. I held the number 9 bracelet over the red. I waved my own bracelet in front of the red, and then grabbed Snake's arm and shoved his hand against the scanner panel. The door opened. I threw the man through it. 9 seconds later, the door shut. 81 seconds passed.
Rip. Rip, mysterious man. The man inside the door passed away.
After that, I returned to my post as though nothing had happened. After conducting my own search, I returned to the large hospital room when the 1 a.m. bell rang.
Ace's eyes were cold, and his cheeks were hollow and pallid. When he spoke, his lips and tongue moved, multiple tongues. The rest of his face was eerily still. Junpei glared at Ace. He took a deep breath and thought about the next question he had to ask. "Hey, Spell, welcome! How are you?" He didn't want to. He knew what the answer would be. He just didn't want to hear it. Junpei swallowed and then spoke.
Ace, did you kill Clover?
Yes.
Why? Why did you kill her?
See, he's the stabby man. Not me. I'm not
She
Zero.
was Snake's sister. It was possible he had told her something dangerous. Additionally, she had gone through door 1. It seemed likely she might have found it.
Found what?
Why don't you go through door 1 yourself? Perhaps it's hidden somewhere.
Seven and Lotus interrupted.
Yeah, but Lotus and I went through door 1 too.
We didn't see anything suspicious.
Yes. I thought as much after I heard your report at the central stairs. I doubt the 2 of you could find it.
Huh?
But perhaps Clover was different. Perhaps she had found it. I was, therefore, desperate to find her. And at last I did, in the first-class cabin. I spoke very calmly. Did you see it?
See what?
Don't act as if you don't understand. You were in the captain's quarters, weren't you?
Uh-huh. What are you talking about?
Very well. By the way, what are you doing here, Clover?
What? Nothing.
There's blood on your shoes. It looks fresh. Did you go take a look at the 9th man's corpse? I see. Your silence suggests that you noticed. You saw something, didn't you? You saw that his bracelet was gone.
No!
Clover ran. She made for the exit, but Ace stood in her way.
You aren't going anywhere.
He caught her by the collar as she passed and threw her on the floor, hard.
You're staying here.
No!
She leapt back up and darted past him into the hallway. Ace followed at a run.
Don't you run, little girl.
He was faster. Stab. As long as Lotus is here, I'm good. She's here. You're good.
That was how I
Clover's
killed
dead,
Clover.
though. Clover's dead. Rip Clover. His face hadn't changed. If he felt guilt or remorse or anything one might feel after taking the life of another human being, it didn't show.
You son of a bitch!
Seven's whole body trembled with rage. His voice rumbled with hate. Santa's eyes were bloodthirsty, and Lotus and June's faces were distorted with anger and hatred. Ace looked at them and smiled. It was a cold, cruel thing with no humor to it. He shook his head and
I
sighed.
admit it. I've lost. I have lost. Completely and utterly. Don't misunderstand, Junpei. I didn't lose to you. I lost to Zero. Not you.
We decided the dots on Clover's face were stickers because she likes to accessorize, so she put stickers on her face. Yeah, or face paint. Some sort of, like, accessory.
I'm rather disgusted with myself for falling into such a simple trap.
Maybe she bedazzled her face. I don't know.
looked the fool. And it was a trap. Make no mistake. I was trapped and manipulated by Zero. The man I killed in the shower room? If he wasn't Snake, then I have no idea who he was. But he was wearing Snake's clothes. And that was no coincidence. He had also been injected with something that reduced his cognition and prevented him from identifying himself or resisting me. And we can't forget the components that were removed from the red before we arrived. I have no doubt that Zero planned all of this. Zero made sure I would kill that man. It follows, of course, that Zero knew everything I would do. That I would try to take the number 9 bracelet. That I would try to kill Snake. Everything.
Zero's so smart. So smart, Zero. Suddenly, Junpei remembered the paper he'd found in the safe. He remembered the last words Zero had written on it. I must punish them for the innocent lives they sacrificed. This is the only warning they will receive. The innocent souls might be saved. That innocent souls might be saved. I now state the truth. Zero. And he remembered the other words that he'd heard from Clover.
I think Zero is one of us.
Huh?
One by one, Junpei looked at the 5 people standing in front of him. Ace, Santa, June, Seven, Lotus.
Zero is one of us? No. Wait, there's one more person. Snake. The man who died in the shower room isn't Snake. That means he's almost certainly still alive.
Oh, but where has he been this entire game?
Maybe Snake is Zero. Maybe he made Guy X wear his clothes so that we'd all think he was dead.
Just had the weirdest glitch. The screen flashed gray, your face went all Mr. Negative. Oh, God. Maybe I'm secretly possessed.
Where's Snake now? What if he's off somewhere laughing? If he is Zero,
Oopsie.
he must have been lying to us about everything else. Is he watching us?
He would have motive to be Zero, right? If he was part of these games 9 years ago and wanted revenge. Would make sense.
Well, I believe I've finished with my confession. Why don't we get moving?
Let's see how... Okay, so we've got one more block to go. Would that really be secret? No, it wouldn't be secret. Your left-handy bees? Your left... My what is coming back? Oh! Hey, Julie. Boy, Snake can't be watching you. He's blind. But what if he had an accomplice? He sounded as if he had just finished doing nothing more exciting than describing the weather. For Santa, it was the last straw.
What the hell is this shit? You aren't going anywhere, you son of a bitch! We're gonna leave your ass here to rot!
My left-handedness, my devilishness, there we go. My devilishness is coming back. I got you. I figured it out. Super into the story. Oh no. Yeah, it's fine, Julie.
Why?
We're getting
Because
the
I
answers
killed
we've wanted
Clover?
this entire time.
That's ridiculous. Why are you so upset that I killed the little bitch?
Oh.
She was nothing to you. A stranger you only met a few hours ago. Am I wrong?
This is the second to last ending. We get a majority of the answers in this, or no, not a majority. We get some answers in this one, and then we're about to blow your mind. We're gonna blow your mind with what this is all really about.
You bastard!
Seven roared and lifted a fist that would likely have shattered Ace's jaw. But someone else was faster. Ooh, Lotus. Dishing it out. It was Lotus. She stepped towards Ace, raised her fist of her own. Well, pow. And drove it straight into his nose.
Blindsiding me with a punch, huh? You've got some fire, don't you?
She's very feisty. This is not even the crazy... Yeah, this all is not the craziest ending, believe it or not.
I confess,
You're ready to get blown?
I
Oh, we'll
rather
blow
like a
you,
tough
Julie.
one.
We'll blow you. Don't even worry. He sniffled and wiped a small trickle of blood from his nose and raised an eyebrow.
Well, maybe you'd like another one then.
Before that, let me give you one of my own.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Lotus scarcely had time to blink. Ace snaked his arm around her and pulled Lotus's back up against him. In the same motion, he reached into his coat pocket. Uh-oh, he's got the gun this time. God, that's just such a big gun. What is that? What's that spell? It's so tiny. That's so tiny. What is that? That should be a clip or a quote. Oh, yes, all of the above. All right, he's got her by the boobs. The revolver. Almost lazily, he tilted it to point it at Lotus's head.
If any of you so much as blink, I won't hesitate to pull this trigger. I've already killed 3 people. Don't think I'm not ready to make it 4.
3. Who else did he kill? You hate Ace? I don't know why you would hate him. He's such a lovely person.
3 people? What do you mean?
Not running corrupt pharmaceutical experiments on children. He's not kidnapping people. He's not murdering people. It's fine.
Very well. Let me take this opportunity to illuminate you.
Illuminate me, Ace.
The person who killed the 9th man was me. Although I suppose, to be more accurate, I encouraged him to get himself killed.
Oh yeah, that's right. When the 9th man died, he's shouting. He's like, he did this to me. He lied to me. He told me. So yes.
While we were examining the main staircase, he came to me and told me his name. I recognized it at once, so I gave him a little push. Just a little white lie. It seems the settings for the dead were altered. Now it only requires a single person to deactivate the detonator in the bracelet. Investigate what's beyond door 5. We'll meet again later.
The captain? Clover. No, wait, you're right. He killed the 9th man, Clover, and Fake Snake. Yes, yep, those are the 3 that he has confessed to killing. It's a cherub face blowing wind? Standard emote on Discord? It showed up like itty bitty for me for some reason. Like, so minuscule I can't even see it. I don't know what happened to it.
And with that,
Okay, have a good one, guys.
So he fell for it like an
off
idiot.
ahead now.
Good.
Well then.
So we still don't know the 9th man's true identity, but he knew Ace.
You lied! Open the door, please! I'm begging you! Help me! Please get me out of here! Get me out of here! Oh my god! There's no time left! Listen! I was lied to! He lied to me! He put me in here! It was him! He killed me! It was him!
9th man has such a bad character design. Why? Because he looks like a little nerdy boy. He exploded. You can dig it?
I had 4 reasons for killing him. As I
1.
said before, in the Nonary Game, the number 9 bracelet is of utmost importance. If I had allowed him to keep such a useful tool, he, or it, would have become a threat to me. As such, I decided that he should be eliminated early on. I wanted the number 9 bracelet. If I could manage to obtain it, I would be able to manipulate the game as I saw fit. I would be unable to acquire the bracelet unless its owner was dead. That's the second reason. Even setting aside his number, he would have been nothing but trouble for me. He was aware of my past. He knew what happened here 9 years ago.
My phone just, I think, took a shit. It literally just came up on the screen and said null. Like it died.
It was important that I eliminate him before he was able to disseminate this information. Lastly, I wished to conduct a simple test. A test to see if this Nonary game was serious, or a poor attempt at a joke.
Wow, that's cruel.
I
Just
needed
use him as
to
a
be
test
quite
subject.
sure. As such, I encouraged him to act against the rules so that I might observe the outcome.
F phone. Yeah, for real.
I don't get your third motive.
Seems fine. I don't know what happened.
What the hell happened 9 years ago?
Didn't I say? The Nonary game was played. I planned it out, and I conducted its execution.
Why? What on earth was it supposed to do?
I don't really think I have any obligation to tell you that.
Ace smirked. He was trying to provoke them, and it was working. Although Ace had paid very little attention to Lotus after catching her, the gun had never wavered from her temple. She looked quite pale, and when she spoke, her voice shook.
Hey, what's with this gun? Where did he get this?
Why don't you tell her, Santa?
Santa ground his teeth and glared at Ace.
On the other side of door 6, we found the gun in the coffin in the cargo room, right? Bastard must have grabbed it when we weren't looking.
Indeed I did. That was a pretty serious mistake, you know. Just saying you intended to leave it behind.
Ace laughed a short, derisive snort and gave Junpei a sickeningly pitying look.
Well, there isn't much time left. I'll be off then.
Well, where are you going?
Do I really need to explain? I had assumed it would be obvious.
That would be a great quote. It's so tiny. It's itty bitty. I don't understand what happened. This also means Santa didn't take it this time. Yes, correct. Yeah, Santa doesn't have
I
it.
have the number 9 bracelet. And now I have Lotus.
He's got 9.
Wasn't there a door with a 9 on it in the room that looked like a church? That's where you're going, isn't it?
And how do you know that?
Santa told me about it while we were looking for Clover.
I see. Well, you are correct. That is my destination. But now I must say goodbye to all of you. And please, don't forget my warning. Move and I'll pull the trigger. I don't need her alive to open the door, you know.
Thank you, Julie. As Ace spoke, Ace began backing towards the door, practically dragging Lotus behind him.
He's getting away!
People are gonna assume that that's about 999, and they're gonna be very confused.
But we can't risk it.
When you go with them, Santa doesn't take it. Pretty sure Ace wasn't there when Santa took it. I don't remember who went with Santa through that door when Santa managed to take it, but yeah, it seems like if one doesn't take it, then the other one gets it, so nobody actually leaves it behind. Junpei, Santa, June, and Seven stood frozen. Ace had the face of a man gone mad. They had no doubt that he would pull the trigger. Ace had reached to the exit.
Now, Lotus, open the door for me if you would.
Good old Comster fire. He forced Lotus to open it and then turned and addressed them once more.
Goodbye.
He stepped through the door. Well, at least Lotus gets to get out, kind of. It fell shut. In the blink of an eye, they were
Damn
gone.
it!
As soon as Ace and Lotus were gone, Junpei and the others leapt to the door in pursuit of Ace. But as soon as Junpei laid his hand on the doorknob, it was the noise behind him. He looked over his shoulder. She's going down! June was kneeling on the floor, breathing heavily.
Hey, June, what happened? Are you alright?
Santa's got her this time. Santa ran to June and wrapped his arms around her before she could collapse all the way.
Jesus, you're burning up. Your fever's back. Are you okay?
June's fever had returned, again, for no apparent reason. Her eyes were watery and her eyelids drooped. Her breath came in dry, shallow gasps.
I'm okay. Really, I'm fine. You should be worrying about Lotus.
Her breathing was hard now, and she could barely summon the strength to talk.
But
Junpei was torn. He couldn't leave June alone in the state she was in, but every moment they waited, Ace was farther away, Lotus's life in his hands. What was Junpei supposed to do? June's eyes drifted towards Junpei. She managed to muster a weak smile.
Don't worry about me. I just need a little rest. I'll be fine. Don't you remember? I just needed to rest a little bit last time.
Girl's gonna
So
die.
please, please save Lotus.
Think about what Ace has already done, Junpei. When he's got what he needs from Lotus, you really think he's just gonna let her walk away?
Damn it. You guys go on ahead. Soon as June starts feeling better, we'll follow you. Go!
Junpei looked at June. She nodded once. She couldn't manage much more. But it was all the confirmation Junpei needed. His resolve was set.
All right, come on, Seven. We're going after Ace.
He'd probably kill her the moment they got out. Yeah, probably wouldn't keep Lotus around. Yeah, that's true. He did stab her in the knife ending, so he's not afraid to murder the shit out of her.
Hell yeah!
Santa, you take good care of June. I'm trusting you.
Got it.
Santa nodded. Junpei turned. Before he had a chance to change his mind, he started running towards the door. He could hear Seven's heavy footsteps
Let's
behind
go.
him. Junpei and Seven exploded into the hallway, their feet pounding the metal floor as they ran. Exploded. Team Lotus. Even June is on Team Lotus. She is. She's just a meat shield. Hey, that symbol that we had to make that one time to open a door is also on the elevators, I just noticed. Interesting. What could it mean? I don't think it means anything. Junpei and Seven had finally arrived at the church, exhausted and out of breath. As their lungs struggled to catch their breath, their eyes frantically scanned the room.
Where are they?
I don't see them.
You think they already went through?
He reached up to wipe a palm full of sweat from his brow.
Maybe.
Even as he spoke, Junpei was already on his way to the larger of the number 9 doors.
Let's check the red.
Vacant? Display on the patch read vacant. He spun around and headed towards the smaller door. The red would tell him if Ace and Lotus had moved to another room. Yep, engaged.
It's occupied.
That means Ace and Lotus went through here.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Junpei and Seven stepped away from the door. They retreated to the center of the room and began to talk.
What do we do now?
Yeah, what should we do? Well, the big door is still vacant, but...
The two of us can't do anything with it.
Yeah, not even counting how our digital route isn't 9.
Just then, as they were pondering what to do next, we still don't know what's going on here. There was a noise. A noise like somebody hitting a thick wooden panel.
What's that sound?
Junpei looked up, surprised. Seven followed suit, his eyes jumping around them and looking for the source of the sound. So last time this happened, we just got a to be
Coming from over there.
continued, right? It wasn't long before they had found the altar. Or more precisely, what was on it.
The coffin.
Alice, is that you?
Yeah.
It's totally Alice. Oh, Seven lost his dialogue. Yeah.
Let's open it.
How?
By force.
I don't think
Oh.
that's gonna happen.
Yeah, just rip it open.
Well, you never know until
Snake?
you try, right?
Maybe. It could also be
The only
Alice.
necessity for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures.
Who said that?
I forget.
We're pulling out inspirational quotes now.
Anyway, we've got to try.
Junpei and Seven leapt at the coffin and grabbed a hold of what purchase they could find and pulled. Keep trying, boys. Keep it
Damn
coming.
it.
See? Didn't I tell you? If you could just pull it open, why would it have something like that?
Seven pointed at the keypad on the side of
Right.
the coffin.
So unless I put in the right passcode, it's not gonna open.
Something wants out. Snake can't be 0. That would be too easy. You don't know who Alice is? Oh no, Julie, you missed the whole Alice thing? Oh my god. Okay, once upon a time, in an additional playthrough of this, who was it? I think June talked about... oh no, buckle up. June talked about this compound called Ice 9. It was this liquid that didn't freeze at like a normal temperature. It was, yeah, so it's called Ice 9. It doesn't melt. It doesn't melt at the normal temperature. So, you know how dry ice just goes from like being a solid to being a gas really quickly. Ice 9 stays solid and then doesn't like melt into a liquid when it's supposed to. And there was this a priestess. There was an Egyptian priestess that died and was put into a coffin and allegedly like never decomposed. She like just looked perfect, and she ended up on the Titanic. And when the Titanic sank, they pulled her out of the ocean along with a bunch of other frozen corpses, right? Because the ocean was really cold, and they expected this coffin that had this girl in it. They expected her to thaw out and decompose and be really gross, but she didn't, because her body was Ice 9, or all ice, and then they shortened it to call her Alice. Later, the guy this rich billionaire whose name I can never remember, who bought the Gigantic, right, the sister ship of the Titanic, the ship that we're on now, the dude who bought this ship also purchased Alice from an auction. And then his friend was talking to him about it. He's like, where did you put this Alice girl? Okay, Blacko, go make food. His friend was like, dude, where'd you put this Alice girl? He said that Alice sleeps under the navel of the Gigantic, under the forest of words at the navel of the Gigantic, meaning she sleeps under the library, right? The forest of words is the library. So we haven't actually gone, we haven't actually seen her or anything, but we think that she is under the library inside this ship right now. This corpse that doesn't melt named Alice. So that's your little summary right there. Was away for like 3 minutes. Did the other one end where the girl and the snake left? Or is this still the same? Oh no, this is still the same ending. This is the same ending. Lord Gourdain, thank you. My dude. Yes, Lord Gourdain. Thank you. That is the dude that bought the ship. But she's dead. She can't be knocking. But is she dead, or was she just preserved with Ice 9? They also related it kind of to, like, they said it was kind of like a cryogenic sleep. They thought that all ice could be used to put people into a cryogenic sleep. So she might be dead. She might just be frozen. Nobody knows. She's like my favorite part of this game. She is my favorite part of this game. It's fucking incredible. What were they supposed to... Okay, alright, the noise hadn't stopped. In fact, it had continued and had gotten louder and more forceful. What were they supposed to do, Junpei wondered?
Is there some sort of clue somewhere?
She's Captain America now? Yep, exactly. She's Captain Egypt. They stood there for a few moments, staring at the coffin, and then Seven spoke.
Hey, Junpei.
She's also very important to the second game. I'm just gonna leave it at that. She's very important to the second game.
I remember you mumbling about some weird numbers over by the bathroom in the first-class cabin. You got those numbers by solving the secret message Clover was holding, right? Truth had gone, or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. What about it?
Well, maybe that number's the passcode for this thing, too.
Come on, that's impossible.
I had a theory that Lotus might be the real Alice, but it seems to be wrong now. Yeah, no, Lotus isn't Alice.
Those numbers were the code to unlock that safe.
All of her trinkets and baubles look very Egyptian-like. Yeah, no, I also had that theory, I think, when I was watching this the first time. What we know about Lotus, in case anybody missed it, Lotus's backstory is that she had twin daughters, and her twin daughters were kidnapped and put in the Nonary Games 9 years ago. We do know that.
Yeah, but the person who set up that safe in this coffin is the same person, right? Zero set up both of these.
Yeah, probably.
Well, then they might have set the same passcode for both of them.
That's ridiculous.
Why don't you just try it? I mean, it's not like you'll make things any worse.
There's no harm.
It'd just be a waste of time. There's no way they're the same number.
Just
How
do
you
it.
know that? You never know until you try.
Do it, Junpei.
The only necessity for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures.
Oh my god. Throwing my inspirational quote back
said
in
that?
my face.
You.
Fine.
He knelt down in front of the keypad and looked at it. Perhaps because he had repeated them so many times before, the numbers came easily to Junpei's mind.
1438.
They would not come
3421.
easily to me. Quickly, he typed them in. He checked that he'd entered the numbers right, took a deep breath, and pressed the E button. It only took a moment.
What?
Dun, dun,
You
dun,
gotta be
dun.
kidding me.
There was a click. Who is it? And with a heavy clunk, the lid of the coffin slid off onto the floor. Someone sat up from inside. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Julie's ready.
Snake!
It's Snake, my boy!
You? Why?
Ah, those voices. Junpei and Seven, unless I'm mistaken. Where are the others? Are they elsewhere?
This boy has been trapped in this coffin for like 5 hours. Of course, there was no reason Snake would have known anything about where anyone else would be. Junpei and Seven looked at one another. There was a great deal he needed to know, but they don't got the time to fill in this boy with all that has happened. They had to tell him something, however, so they began to talk. Oh no, and his sister is dead. Oh god, Clover's dead. That's gonna destroy him. Snake explained to them how he came to be locked in the coffin. Apparently, he had been hit with some sort of knockout gas, and Junpei and Seven explained what had happened to the rest of them.
I see.
I like how he's been
I believe I got the gist of everything.
put in like a cult garb right now. He's in cult clothes. Yeah, exactly.
Have I been sufficiently caught up?
There was one thing they kept from him. There was one thing, however, neither Seven nor Junpei could bring themselves to say, that Ace had killed Clover. They feared that if Snake knew, he might go insane. Totally not a cult. Oh, it's his pajamas. Oh. They decided as much by the look. They decided as much by a look the moment Snake had climbed out of the coffin.
That still doesn't explain why you were trapped in here.
We've still got no clue about Zero's true identity, let alone why the hell he's doing all this.
That's true. That's true. Zero does love his knockout gas. He does love that.
Why did he put Guy X in Snake's clothes? Is all this stuff somehow related to that Nonary game that was played 9 years ago?
Hey, Snake, do you know it?
Oops. Junpei put the question to Snake. His answer was less than illuminating.
What are you talking about? I apologize, but I have no idea what you're saying.
It seemed as though Snake was, perhaps, not being entirely honest, but that knowledge, did Junpei and Seven little good.
Oh, come on, just tell us if you know.
I don't know what to tell you. How can I know something I don't?
No matter how many times they asked, he insisted that he knew nothing. It was becoming clear that Snake wouldn't give in, and every second that they spent asking him was a second wasted.
We're running out of time.
We need to go after Ace.
However, they stood in silence, the overlapping atmosphere of the chapel almost stifling. Junpei, Seven, and Snake simply stood at a loss for what they should do next.
What do we do now?
They glanced over at Snake's wrist. Sure enough, he could see the 2 bracelet on his wrist.
The 3 of us can't make a digital route of 9.
Yeah, we just get 5.
We're stuck here then.
Oh. Hey, I just remembered something.
Seven began patting his pockets as if he was checking to see if anything held them.
What?
If any of them held anything.
What is it?
I found something earlier.
What did you find?
This.
He finally found the pocket he wanted. How many pockets does he have? And his hand dove into it. How many pockets does this boy have? Seven pulled out something round and metal. The 0. A bracelet. There was no mistaking the number glowing at them from the face of the cartoon eye. From the face, like a cartoon eye.
Zero's bracelet.
Looks like a cartoon eye.
What did you say? Are you saying that 7 has the number 0 bracelet?
Yeah.
Where did you get that?
Snake's question was innocent enough, but if he learned the truth, if he had been able to see, he would have noticed Seven look away.
Clover gave it to me.
She did?
Yeah.
How did she come by it?
She got it from the dead captain.
Well, she found it. See, on the other side of door 1, A deck, in the captain's quarters. She asked me to hold on to it because it was too big and bulky for her to be lugging around.
He's lying.
Junpei could tell right away that Seven wasn't telling the
He
truth.
even told us earlier.
I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know? Basic stuff. Well, I did borrow one thing.
He probably said that so Snake doesn't find out about Clover.
He's a lion boy.
Hey, been nice knowing you.
Wait, what?
7 + 2 + 0 is
Come
9.
on, man, I'm just kidding. Still, just in case, I want to make sure the 0 bracelet gets picked up by the red. Snake, give me a hand, all right?
Without waiting for a response, he started walking towards the door. Junpei and Snake followed him quietly. Before long, they found themselves in front of the larger of the two doors. Seven and Snake put their palms on the red. Once they had done that, Seven put the number 0 bracelet on the scanner panel as well. Click. The third asterisk appeared on the screen. It would equal 9. Now they just needed to pull the lever and the door would open.
Huh?
Error.
Why isn't it opening?
Well, the third asterisk lit up, so it must have registered the 0 bracelet.
Maybe it isn't actually 0.
Huh?
What?
That bracelet may not actually produce the number 0 when scanned. That is what I'm saying. Why don't we try a few different combinations? Perhaps we can determine what number that bracelet actually contains.
Oh, got it!
Junpei nodded. They decided to use the following combination. Oh god. I don't know. Are they referring to the scene where Clover and the other dude found the guy with the bracelet, but it looked as if someone had put it on him on purpose? They're referring to the scene where they find the captain dead with the axe wound in his chest, and he has the 0 bracelet, and they've like never seen this dude before in their lives. But he has the 0 bracelet and he's dead on the floor in the captain's quarters. And then Clover takes it and puts it in her pocket, and Junpei's like, what do you got in your pocket there? She's like, nothing. And then they just take off. Yeah, Clover always takes the bracelet. And then, because Clover had it in her pocket, when Seven searched her corpse, he picked it up. Okay, you saw that part. Okay. We should do all of us and the bracelet? Oh god,
Let's
I don't
try
know.
all 3 of us and the bracelet.
That should be 14, which
If
should
this
be 5.
combination works, then the number for this bracelet is 4.
Does that work? Is that math a thing? No.
It didn't know.
Then this bracelet is not 4.
Then,
Junpei continued. Oh, okay. Snake and Junpei.
let's try Snake. If this combination works, then the number for this bracelet is 2.
Nope. Wow, real wrong here.
Then,
It's not 2. Let's try again.
let's try me, 7, and the bracelet. If this combination works, then the number for this bracelet is 6.
Aha. Yeah, that one would work. Alright, so the 0 actually equals 6.
It opened.
Yes, so it would seem.
7 clearly hadn't thought their experimentation would produce anything useful and looked rather confused. Snake was, as usual, calm and smug. Junpei's forehead furrowed at the
That
thought.
means the bracelet is actually 6. But how is that possible? The display on the bracelet clearly shows a 0.
I should know. I just didn't want to have to do the math because I'm lazy. Suddenly, from somewhere far beneath them, they heard a creak and groan of tearing metal. Oh god, it's going to make my teeth curl again. With it came the sound of water pouring into parts of the ship that had, until recently, been dry.
Oh man, that's not good. I guess our time's just about up, huh?
Hey, Victor, welcome.
At
Just
any
in
rate,
time.
we know now that the
we
door
still have
can
one
be
more
opened.
ending to go.
Let's go.
But,
So-
Snake, are you sure?
We still have one more ending to go. This is the semi-finale to our
Yeah.
finale.
You know that only Junpei and I can go through this way.
You needn't worry. I have a solution to this problem. My last resort. But if now is not the time for last resorts, then when?
Last?
Resort?
He can take his arm off. The arm that has the bracelet on it, he could just take off, right? Yeah, because it's on their left. Junpei, Seven, and Snake ran full tilt down a long, straight hallway. They were headed for the stern of the ship and had no time for distractions. As they ran, Seven spoke.
Gotta admit, you really surprised me there, kid. I couldn't figure out how the hell you were gonna get out of that one. How come you didn't do that right off the bat?
as I told you, it was a last resort. Had I used it at the beginning of the game, I would have come under a great deal of suspicion. I imagine that most people would have taken it to mean that I was Zero. Once they'd convinced themselves of that, I wasn't optimistic about my chances of making it out of here alive. I felt it best to play my cards close to the chest, as it were. That way, if I were in a situation where there was nothing else I could do, I'd have a little trick up my sleeve. I'd just take my bracelet off.
Snake's plan had been simple but effective. He'd simply removed his bracelet. How? To Junpei, it looked as though Snake had simply crushed the bones in his hand until they were small enough to fit through the wristband. Of course, that would have been practically impossible, so how could he have done it?
My brother's left arm is...
It's fake arm.
It's not like a normal person's arm. It's fake.
Yeah, it's the sinister hand. Snake had slid his bracelet off and tossed it into the coffin.
I know this is kind of a weird thing to say, but I'm glad that's a fake arm.
You don't have to be afraid of the door if you don't got a bracelet.
You are correct.
He had walked through the door easily without authenticating. He stepped out the other side unscathed and began running down the hall alongside Seven and Junpei. They kept running for a while longer and eventually came upon a set of stairs leading downward on the right side of the hallway. They stopped and peered down the staircase.
These stairs connect to the bottom deck.
Doesn't look like it's underwater.
They nodded quickly to one another and jogged down the stairs. It's not a tentacle. God, can you imagine him having a tentacle as an arm? It took only a few minutes to make their way to the bottom deck. There was a single hallway in front of them, and at the end of which was a single door.
Let's go through that door.
Junpei threw it open. Inside was a massive iron gate, a plate affixed to the top of it. It read, Incinerator!
Incinerator?
Oh my. That doesn't sound very pleasant. Do you see a lever near the gate, perhaps?
Yeah, right over here.
How did you know that?
Well, I'd be happy to regale you with the story. I imagine it should only take half a day or so.
Hey, Eva Shun, welcome! How are you? Oh my! You came in just at the end. Or one of the ends, rather. Junpei grumbled, gave Snake a dirty look, and jogged over to the lever.
If you pull it, the door ought to open.
Got it.
He pulled the lever down. Would make turning in bed way easier? If you had a tentacle for an arm? I'm so confused. With a rumble of an ancient motor, the door opened. There was no need to hold back and no time to hesitate. They pushed their way inside. I would not charge into a room that said incinerator. Standing in front of them was Ace and Lotus. Ace still held the revolver in his hand. It was still pressed hard against Lotus's temple. A small dark bruise had begun to form near the tip. Even from several yards away, Junpei could see that Lotus was shaking. She was terrified. But perhaps more interesting was that Junpei saw what was behind them. Another 9 door. Another number 9 door.
Why is there another one?
The door stopped Junpei in his tracks. It simply shouldn't have been there. As his brain finally began to consider why, there was a whine of a warning klaxon? What? Filled the air, drowning out any thought. What the hell is a klaxon?
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Well, rip, guys.
Automatic incineration will take place in 9 minutes.
When you sleep half of the night on the right side and you want to turn to the sinister side, just wiggle your
Please
tentacles.
evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Oh my, how exciting.
Oh.
You've run quite a show here, Zero.
A terrifying smile twisted on Ace's face.
What's the matter? Too frightened to understand? Here, let me explain.
It's said that the incineration system is about to activate. In 9 minutes, this room will be engulfed in flame.
Who are you?
You don't recognize me?
Of course he
I'm
wouldn't.
hurt. It's me, Snake.
Snake? Oh, yes. You are alive. I'm afraid your bizarre style had me confused. I'm quite glad to see that you're alive.
Ace's voice didn't change. Snake ground his
If you
teeth.
don't mind my asking, how did you get here? Snake Junpei 7. The three of you couldn't have opened a door with a 9. Did you use Clover's bracelet, perhaps?
What?
Oh no. Oh no, don't say it.
Well, your reaction suggests that you did not.
Hold on. Why did you think we'd have Clover's bracelet?
Uh-oh. Junpei felt his chest tighten.
Oh, they haven't told you?
Told me what?
Clearly not. Normally I would take some time and enjoy the moment. But I'm afraid my time is at a premium just now. I'll have to make this quick. Clover.
Don't do it, Ace! Keep your goddamn mouth shut!
Clover.
Oh no, Falstro! Oh, gross. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better soon. Your body will clean it out.
I
Unfortunately.
said stop it! Don't listen to him, Snake.
Junpei could feel his voice going hoarse, but Snake didn't listen to
What
him.
happened to Clover?
Ace looked at him. The corner of his mouth curled into a hook of a cruel
Clover
smile.
died.
Hey, Squid, welcome! Vodka is a disinfectant. Oh my god. Do not recommend. Plenty of chili, ginger, and alcohol together. That sounds like a horrid combination. Combined. Like all those things separately, fine. Together, nasty. The color left Snake's face. He shook his head weakly.
No, that's not true. That's impossible. It's a lie. It has to be a lie.
Oh, it's quite true. I can assure you of that. I killed her myself, you see.
What?
I'm sorry, did I stutter?
Hey, Colex, welcome! Did I fucking
killed her.
stutter? She's dead. Snake's face twisted in the mask of rage, molten red. Oh yeah. Rising to dot his pale skin. Colex, thank you for the resub! Happy 3 months! Thank you for continuing to support me and being a Miro superhero. Which game would you like to support? Hey, Alpha, welcome! Hello, hello. How are you? Feel better though, Falstro for reals. Yes, feel better. Pick a game. Destiny 2, Subnautica, or Borderlands. Just pick a game. Okay. His entire body shook. He looked to Junpei disturbingly like a demon.
I would have rather she died with less suffering. A bullet in her brain, perhaps, would have been ideal. Unfortunately, that would have made quite a bit of noise. Circumstances being what they were, I was forced to settle for the knife.
Best scene hype! Best scene
I
hype!
believe I caught her just below the shoulder blade. I was rather lucky, in fact. My first thrust went right between her ribs. Her flesh was so soft. My knife slid in so easily. That feeling was... I confess, I feel rather excited. It is a powerful memory. Someday, perhaps, I hope I can feel it again.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
I'm going to kill you.
Snake's words were a guttural growl, barely audible.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Ah, so you're going to kill me. Please do. Come now. I'm waiting.
Don't do it! Don't listen to him, Snake! Stop it, kid. He's screwing with your head.
Is there a problem? What are you waiting for, boy?
Boy.
Don't you want me to send you to join your sister?
Don't! The Snake!
Don't do it!
But Snake could no longer hear them. Snake could no longer hear anything. Hey, Azathoth, welcome! Oh, you missed everything. Oh boy. Snake moved like a bolt of lightning. His scream echoed throughout the incineration chamber, full of rage and despair.
Snake! Snake!
Well, rip that boy. Another scream filled the room. It was Lotus. She ran across the room towards Junpei, her eyes wide with terror.
Lotus! Hurry! This way!
Snake's ill-fated attack had loosened Ace's grip on her, and she made a run for it. Snake is back! Snake is back, and now he's dead. God damn it, we just got him back. He's dead now.
Incineration will begin in...
Is there much point in voting for not Subnautica? We've had some games come up straight from behind before, so you can vote for whichever one you like. Also, if you aren't familiar with Binge Day, That explanation should help you out. Boy, little Kratos. Good, good. Yes, yes.
5 minutes.
We're about to be incinerated. You vote for
me the
Borderlands. Okie dokie. Thank you very much. I will put that here. Did the vote change anything? Which vote? The vote for... Do I still have that on my... I do. If you guys haven't voted in that poll, go ahead and vote in that poll. To let me know which day you want binge day to be. I would like it to be the 28th, just because then I can attend Akko's streamiversary on the 29th. But... Oh, well... No, there were supposed to be 2 choices, and then we added Subnautica to spice it up a little. And then Subnautica got out of control very quickly. There were only 2. Just do the 28th. You want it to be the 22nd. Today's the 22nd. 22nd probably shouldn't even be a choice anymore. Wait a minute. Did you guys make it the 22nd? What are the results looking like? Hey, 28th is winning. We'll do it on the 28th. Also, let's just fix this up. Make it nice and shiny. Okay, here we go. I'm calling it now. 28th and 3. So that would make this the last day for maybe the 25th? Christmas? Yeah, Everybody will be able to attend that one. Okay. So I fixed it. There you go. Since this is my last stream, or no, I guess this isn't my last stream before the 20. Yeah, no, we'll be streaming. I'll be streaming Christmas Eve. I will probably be streaming the 27th, and then we'll do binge day on the 28th. Christmas is the 24th here? That's weird. That's bizarre. You've seen that poll. I should vote to break the tie. Yeah, yes. It's not tied anymore, though, is it? To just tie up again? No, it's not tied anymore. We're good. We're good. We're good. He raises the gun.
I need her. Without her bracelet, I will be unable to open this door. Quickly now.
He needs
I don't
Lotus.
have time for your shenanigans.
Shenanigans. The bad boy just says shenanigans. Binge day stream straight after this stream. God, no, I could not. We still have a whole nother ending to go. We still got a lot more material going. There's so many things you guys don't even know about yet. In the center of the room, Snake's body lay eerily still. He looked like a human larva, prone and vulnerable on the floor.
I see. What the fuck? Then it would seem I have no choice.
That's a hell of a description.
The rest of you must die as well. Fortunately, I have 5 bullets left. 1 for Junpei, another for Lotus, and the last 3 for that lump of idiotic man you call 7.
You know, I never did put Boggs biddies anywhere.
I will take Lotus's body with me and leave this room.
Boggs, do you want your biddies to go to Borderlands? You did like a 5 and a 3, right? I think. So another 8. Okie dokie. There we go.
Incineration will begin in 4 minutes.
That was smashing.
Aw, thank you for the host. I appreciate that. Welcome,
Well,
Christopher Odd.
It looks as though our time together is at an end. I rather enjoyed playing with you.
Here it's the 24th, Christmas Eve, the 25th, 12 days of Christmas, 26th is the second day. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, the first day. Got you. You misspelled. Okay, got it.
Damn it!
You went for Borderlands, but you've never played the game? I haven't played it either, but I'm excited to try it. Blinded Spell, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Blinded gifted me all of the DLC for Borderlands, so we've got a lot to go through. Junpei could see Ace's finger tighten. He could see it begin to squeeze down on the trigger. His body tensed, preparing for the catastrophic impact of hot lead against human flesh. Then it happened.
Kill you?
God, he doesn't give up. He's coming for him. Snake stood up.
What? No, that's impossible.
For the first time, Ace's composure broke. It was in an obvious effort. Snake lunged towards him, one step closer to Ace, then another. He looked for all the world like a zombie.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
His voice was the mournful wail of the undead.
Stay away from me. Get back. Stop. If you come any closer, I'll... Get away from me.
Little by little, Ace was retreating. Snake didn't stop. He continued his stiff, inexorable approach, his eyes twin pools of pure fury.
Listen to me.
God, these
I said,
descriptions.
don't come any closer. Shit. You bastard.
Ace's revolver leapt 5 times. 5 times in the air, the incinerator was split by the crack of a bullet. Snake's body twitched as 5 clouds of blood and torn flesh leapt in the air across his body. A fine pink mist drifted from his body and disappeared. Junpei didn't have time to ponder what that meant before. I'm gonna get him. And then his strength was gone. His legs crumbled and his broken and battered body slid to the floor.
Incineration will begin in 3 minutes.
Finally. You're...
But Snake wasn't done.
I'll kill you.
He's still going for it. Even as a pool of blood beneath him grew, he began to move. He half crawled, half slid towards Ace. One bloody arm wrapped itself around Ace's leg.
Won't get away.
And the other gripped his thigh with strength that should have been gone.
You son of a bitch! You're a monster! Get off me! Let me go, damn you!
Oh my god. He kicked at Snake's face with his free leg, driving a boot into Snake's face, his arm, his shoulder. It made no difference. Snake refused to release him. Once Snake had ensnared his prey, rarely does it release it.
This is it, Ace.
He's gonna hold him and let him be incinerated.
We're going to burn to death together.
Kolek Snake. This character is voiced by that guy.
What?
Incineration will begin in 2 minutes.
Yeah, damn it! Damn you! Get off! Let me go, you monster! Okay, look. Think about it this way. My company owns a wonderful hospital. It has excellent doctors.
You'll be fine.
You're not wounded too seriously. I'm sure they can fix you up easily. You don't have to die. You could be saved. Just let me go.
Oh my god.
Pathetic. Begging for your life.
Then Seven and Lotus began to speak. Junpei could hear tears in their voices and their words restrained.
That's enough. You can stop now.
Yes! He's right, Snake. You've done enough!
Come on, Snake. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
You have to come with us. We have to leave together.
Snake turned towards them. He coughed and the blood splattered across the floor. Then he smiled a sad sort of smile.
I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't do that. You'd best forget about me. You need to leave soon. I'm going to take him with me.
Shut up! Be quiet!
Is freaking out like a child.
Clover. My sister died because of me. Perhaps this will begin to atone for that. Perhaps in the afterlife, she can forgive me. Now go. You have to go.
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
God damn it! Shit! We're out of time! We gotta go!
Seven ran towards the exit. Lotus followed him, but Junpei couldn't move. There were white lines down Snake's cheeks where his tears had washed the blood away. He was broken, body and soul, and Junpei felt though half of his own heart had been torn out. His eyes stung, and he tried desperately to swallow, to clear the lump in his throat.
Junpei, what are you doing? You have to get out of here now!
Junpei's chest tightened, pulled taut by anger, misery, and the cold feeling of emptiness. Pure emotion surged through his heart alongside the torrent of blood. He could feel it building, a tremendous wave growing taller and taller and taller. Tremendous. I added like an L in that. And then it broke, crashing down with thunderous force until onto his shaken, unprepared mind.
Snake! Snake!
Junpei's rational mind was gone. He was driven by instinct now, and he launched himself across the floor at Snake and Ace. Or tried to.
Wait! Don't be an idiot, Junpei!
He felt a hand grab him from behind. It was Seven. Before he had time to react, the larger man had pinned Junpei's arms to his sides and was hauling his body back towards the door.
No! No! I have to help Snake! Snake! Get off of me! Let me go!
Incineration will begin in...
Welcome on! This game feels, I don't know, Japanese-ish. It's very Japanese, yes.
10 seconds.
But it's got the best plot out of any game I've ever played.
7, 6.
Damn it, I don't get a choice, kid! Don't blame me for this, alright?
Knock me out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Said some exclamation points there. No, this game is genuinely amazing. There's 6 different endings, and it just, it's so beautiful.
Beginning incineration.
We're about to burn these boys alive. Junpei felt Seven's fist bury inside deep in his stomach, and then his legs turned to mush. Seven scooped him up in the same motion and leapt through the door. It slammed shut behind them. Junpei struggled on shaky feet. He glanced over to see Lotus was a short distance away. Junpei ran to the door. There was a small window cut into it. Inside, he could see Ace and Snake.
Shit!
Where the fuck did Snake go?
Damn you all! Why? Why? Why me? I don't deserve this!
Yes, you do.
SME Zero! Why? Why?
He's losing
Zero!
it.
Zero!
He's losing it. Rip. Crybaby.
Zero!
Oh my goodness. Okie dokie. All right, and that boy dead. Okay, I missed a lot of chat during that. I wanted to like keep the experience going. I have no idea who Ace is voiced by. Let's see. So not only was Snake blind, he was also missing an arm, had been shot 5 times, then had been kicked in every part of his body, and he still had held that man down. So kudos to him. Welcome to all the new people that joined. Christopher Odd, hello, welcome. Everybody that came over from Luckless and Odd stream, welcome. All my lurkers, all my people watching on hosts, welcome. This is 999. This is the very end of it, though. If you want your mind fucked, I highly recommend you play this game yourself. So, he survived all those wounds just enough to kill Ace. Yeah, exactly. Snake crawled through a hatch in the floor and survived. God, that would be like classic action movie, right? Like all these things stacked against him, still lives. Okay, we killed Ace. 6 times. Yeah, it's true. He was shot 6 times. He didn't know how much time had passed. He didn't know how long he stood there in front of the incinerator. He looked to the side. Lotus's face was ashen, and if not for the hand she'd put against the wall, Junpei didn't think that she could have stood. Seven looked old and tired and used. His eyes stared at the floor, seeing nothing. Junpei said nothing. He simply began to walk towards the open door and the hallway they'd come down earlier.
Hey, wait! Junpei!
Junpei, where are you going?
He blinked when their voices broke the silence. He stopped.
You stay here. I'll go get Santa and June.
You're gonna bring them here?
How?
Don't worry about that. Just stay here and wait, all right?
Santa! Yes, Santa's in this game. Santa Claus. No, not actual Santa Claus. Everybody has a code name in this game. He looked over his shoulder and watched as Seven and Lotus grew smaller and smaller. They stared back, not moving. He wasn't sure if they could. He turned around again. He knew where he was going.
I saw an elevator on the way here. If I can get it to work, then maybe...
Yeah, he says San is 3, and his bracelet number is 3, so he's gonna be Santa. And he even tells a story about how he used to play Santa for his baby sister. And Junpei is his real name because he said his real name before they decided they should probably go with code names. But June calls him Jumpy. Next to the door was a button with a triangle on it.
Please work.
He pushed it, and the door opened.
Yes.
That was the saddest yes. That was the saddest victory yes I've ever heard in my life. Junpei was in the large hospital room.
June! Santa!
He kept calling and walked to the center of the room. We left them at the central staircase, I think, right? But try as he might, he couldn't find them.
Damn it. Where did they go?
Increasingly frustrated and increasingly worried, Junpei left the large hospital room. I think Boggs just broke the world. He had no choice. He would have to look for them. Junpei's heart was heavy. He couldn't shake the feeling, but there was a part of him that felt it would be wrong to, even if he could. With every step he took, his legs felt more and more like lead. Bless Boggs! Bless Boggs, yes. Yeah, this is called the safe ending. Not because people are safe, but because we unlock the safe. Fun fact, everybody dies. Yay. Uh-oh, you dropped your switch. Oh no. It's okay? Oh Jesus. Reckless boy. Throwing electronics. Okay, Colex, have a good day. Thanks for being here. Thank you for the resub. Happy 30 months. Happy 30 months, first trimester. Have a good one. A nice detail so that if someone wanted to see how to get it, they misunderstand the ending entirely. Yes, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you as well. Thinking it was the best ending, but there's more to come. Sometime later, Junpei found himself at the chapel. He stepped inside expecting to find nothing, but there, on the red carpet in the center of the room, June! No, codenames didn't matter any longer. She was Connie. Junpei cried her name then and ran. Like lightning, he ran across the room towards her. It's a small room. He stumbled to a stop. He looked down at her body, lying so still on the floor. He felt the icy grip of fear upon his heart. She was so still, so very still.
No, it can't be. It's impossible.
Slowly, Junpei bent down towards her. His hand shook, and he felt very cold and very hot at the same time. He forced himself to look. Her back was moving. Slowly, it rose and fell. Relief washed over him.
Connie!
Junpei reached down and gently, very gently lifted her up.
Connie, are you all right?
Jumpy?
Her face was pale, her lips were dry and cracked, her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared straight at Junpei, but saw nothing. Trembling, Junpei wrapped his arms around her back. She was cold, very cold. Junpei tried to convince himself it was only his imagination, but it felt as though she were fading away. He could feel the heart pounding frantically in her chest.
Connie, what the hell happened to you?
There's another ending after this, and yes, we're gonna start from the beginning. Hey, Ivory, welcome. This is not the ending of all endings. No, this is not the ending.
You feel...
Jumpy, I'm sorry.
Her voice was very faint.
I might not make it.
No way. I am going to let you die. I am going to save you. I promise.
Is this the end? I can feel it. It's not the end.
Thank you, Jumpy.
It's the semi-end.
Thank you so much for everything.
That's true. It's one of the main ones that isn't
really
a bad end.
Happy to see you again, Jumpy. Really happy.
Oh, don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You just gotta hang on. All right, Connie?
Jumpy, did you know you meant a lot to me when we were kids? I've liked you for a long time.
Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were full of tears. He could feel a piercing point of his heart, of heat deep in his heart, like a white hot flame. He looked down at Akane. Rip. There was a crack of static from above his head, and the voice spoke.
You son of a bitch! Where are you hiding?
Oh, we're gonna get him. Junpei frantically scanned the ceiling for the source of the voice.
What the hell are you talking about? No. No, it hasn't. I'm not gonna let it end yet. I'm gonna get out of here with Kane. Why? Because you chose the wrong path. The wrong path? That is correct. Your path is inevitable, however.
This game just went full meta.
What are you talking about? I told you! I am not gonna lose! No, you misunderstand. You have lost. I have lost. What?
Poor Zero, he lost the game. Junpei didn't have time to ponder what that meant before he heard the door slam shut behind him. He spun around. There was no one there. Was it Zero?
Connie, wait here. I'll be right back, I promise.
She managed a single nod. Junpei laid her back down gently and leapt for the door. He yanked it open and shot outside. No one. The hall was empty. There was nothing moving anywhere.
Where are you? It doesn't matter. I need to get Kane out first.
He didn't want to leave Kane alone any longer than he had to. Junpei turned around and headed back to the chapel. Where did she go?
Kane?
She wasn't there. She wasn't anywhere. She'd been lying there on the floor just moments before, and now she was gone.
Oh God. No. No. Where is she? Connie. Connie! Connie! Connie!
Oh, jeez. His cry split the heavens themselves. He screamed until his voice gave out. Then he screamed some more, but there was nothing. No answer. His voice faded away, and all that remained was a cold, unfeeling silence. That was when he noticed it.
Huh?
A strange smell, one that he had smelled before.
Wait. This is... white smoke.
9 seconds later, Junpei's mind winked out. Winked. It winked out. Blink. Gone. Okay, so that's that ending. 7 Lotus, Junpei are left alive. June goes missing. 0 lost the game. Snake and Ace and Clover all end up dead. So there you go. Okay, I tell you what. While these credits roll, I am going to take a quick break, and then we'll start all over again, and we'll get the final true 100% ending. And we will wrap it up. So, I will be right back. I'm going to let these credits roll out so that when we get back, we'll be on the screen that lets us, you know,